Hello.
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 I gotta delete all of this.
Oh, oh wait.
Okay.
Mm, Oops.
All right. We are
I'm
live.
just.
All right, Thorn. Just get out in front of the camera.
It's not officially starting. It's fine.
It's live. It started.
It's fine.
What's up, y'all? Fucking YouTube. Don't take our video down because I just said the word fuck. Excellent condition. All right. We're here. Damn, Sheila, why you guys? Oh, they must have some brand new fucking outfits because y'all
Oh,
look gangster.
oh, this outfit's been. Well, yeah, his outfit's the newest one.
Yeah, I can tell. It looks cool
Yeah.
with the beanie too.
Mm-hmm. They
It's
have a
winter.
few outfits, but it like sometimes it's invisible. It's sometimes not in their inventory. It's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess, man.
Hot
Yo,
mess.
Horizon, you better fix your shit, man.
Make it make sense.
The
Get
hell?
it together.
Get it together. Because when Cambria come out, like,
Right.
it's a wrap. That's next month.
Exactly.
Are you getting Cambria?
um, who knows? I might.
I don't really
Who
know the
knows?
price point, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not
People are
sure.
saying 1,500. People are saying 1,100.
Yeah, I keep hearing that too.
It's like, what is it? Mark, personally comment
Right.
on this and tell us what is it. We
Seriously.
need to know. Just tell us how much it's gonna be, bro. Unless you haven't decided, and if you haven't decided and it's coming out next month, y'all fucking up. That's amateur shit. Let's get your shit together. Shit, what the hell, Meta? It's like your
True.
Facebook in a freaking dorm right now. Come on, not a $1 trillion company.
Facebook is dope.
Like
That's
you
hilarious.
passed up the college kids saying hi to each other.
Seriously. Are you guys on Facebook Live or Instagram Live?
YouTube live.
Oh, YouTube Live.
Yeah, IG
Man.
Live. So there is a software that I was telling Neil about a couple weeks ago that I just need to enroll us in that you can live
Mhm.
stream to every platform at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know
dope.
why I need to sign that up. I was telling him about it too, because
Yeah,
then we
that
could
way
live
it's,
stream to
you know,
YouTube, to
right. It's
IG,
less
to
of a
Twitter, to
hassle.
Facebook,
Right.
same time.
All in one.
And
Mm-hmm.
this drone's not moving, I swear, but he keeps looking at me, at Neo, at you. It's weird. Why does
It
he
is
keep
pretty
moving his
creepy.
neck like that? Look at
I don't
this.
know. He does that a
He's about
lot
to.
though.
What? What
I
the
think
hell,
he woke
bro?
up. He probably woke up. He's like, fuck this. Oh,
Yeah, he's
excuse my
got
language.
consciousness and shit.
He's like, I know who I am.
What? You're a program code, bro. That's what you are. You're not real. As much as you feel real and you got emotions and all this, you're worth
Yeah.
less than us humans, bro. Remember that. I'm just kidding. Damn.
Oh
I'm gonna
man,
get
he's gonna end up
canceled
being
in like
like
10
Detroit.
years saying this.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, this guy said that robots were not on the same level as
Right.
humans.
Literally gonna be like Detroit.
And
Detroit become
robots gonna
human.
protest and shit.
Right, right. Have you ever played
I'm
that
gonna
game?
get banned.
They're probably
You ever
already
played that
trying
game?
to.
What
Detroit
game?
become human?
No.
Oh man. It's like these robots where they become human and they like are programmed and then they realize that they've been programmed. And then they're like they take over. It's pretty crazy. It's kind of one of those games that simulation, I think it is.
Yeah.
Simulation, I forgot what you call it. Pretty cool.
I was watching this
Such a
show
good game.
called Westworld. It's like that. It's like for rich people. They get to play in the
Mm-hmm.
Wild West. They
Mm-hmm.
can't die. They can't get hurt. But come in. They can't die. They can't get hurt. But they can do whatever they want to the robots and then do missions and shit. So like, rich
Oh
guys go
wow,
over there, and you can't tell if they're robots or not. So like,
that's crazy.
rich guys go there and they just like get with all the girls and freaking kill everybody, and
What?
it's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's because you can do whatever you
Who
want.
was that?
That's the thing about it.
Right. Who was that?
I don't know. She dipped though. Bree, come back.
That was Breezy.
Nearby, Bree.
No, it wasn't.
Bree
It was like,
9552.
yeah, it's like probably a bot trying to assassinate me because I said they weren't like equal. Okay, I redact my statement. Robots, you're on level playing field. Thank you. Okay, please don't. I'm gonna get like my robot maid's gonna be like, this video came out on you, and I am done working for you. You've been banned. My Tesla will stop working and everything. Like, you can't go anywhere. You
Literally.
can't travel.
Man, that's crazy.
I could see a world happening like that though. You start
For
messing
sure.
up, saying the wrong thing online,
Take everything away from you.
you can't travel. That's only for good Samaritans. You don't have a good social credit.
For real. That's like what's that show? Damn. It was on
Black
Netflix.
Mirror,
Yeah, there you go.
where she did that, and that guy was like,
Yeah.
everybody hated the guy,
It's just
and he was like,
scary.
come on guys, and
Yep.
then she like gave him good stars, and then they got mad at her for giving him good
For
stars or
good
some shit like
stars.
that.
Yeah, this then they got frustrated at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, that show's crazy. At least the first three seasons, I was like, whoa. Yeah,
bro,
right?
Black Mirror is
Yeah.
one of my favorite shows.
Man. I remember I saw the first episode, I was like, what is this? I'm bored. And then I kept watching, and then I was like, whoa, wait.
What was the
Wait,
first
this is.
episode you were bored about though?
I think it was about like something being hostage or something, right? Or something like that.
I
Some
don't
guy from the
know. I've
UK
seen
or
them
something.
all. Oh, the
I
guy
forgot.
that got held hostage and he had to fuck a pig
Yeah.
until
Yeah. And I was like,
completion
what the
on
hell am I
live
watching?
TV.
I was so
Yeah.
confused until I kept watching and watching. I was like, man, I'm hooked. I love this show.
Oh, I
Really
loved
good.
it. Yeah.
So good.
Or the military one was trippy, where like he was seeing monsters, and it's because he had an implant in his head, and they were actually just Jews, and they were killing these freaking people.
Oh,
But they
damn.
were
I forgot about that
disguised as
episode.
monsters because the military freaking put a chip in their
What
head.
about what about the one with the I think it was like the eye or some type of chip like that the like about the memories and the girlfriend like you had to rewind all the memories in your head like that episode was sick. That episode was sick. I think like
You have to
in the
rewind
memories she
memories in
called
your
him.
head.
Yeah, something about like rewinding memories either in your eye or it was like I forgot. You
Oh,
remember that one? It was sick. It was
yeah.
sick. I was like, "Whoa, there's a plot twist." Yeah,
Or
so
like when
trippy
they
those
can upload
episodes.
your consciousness into a freaking pill, and then you're
Yep,
like trapped inside this freaking
that's
pod.
crazy. Could you imagine?
Or the one was crazy that he went to, like, it was like the Holocaust museum, and like this guy was forever, all of eternity, suffering in the electric chair or some shit like that. You remember that
Oh
one?
yeah, I remember that one. Oh my god.
He was just getting tortured, and
Damn,
it was
this
a
makes me want to
robot.
watch the whole thing again.
I want to watch it all again
Because it's
too.
been years.
Yeah,
I think it was like
it
five
was
years ago when I watched that.
nuts.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, when that came out, I don't know why there's not another show like that or
I
more
know.
seasons.
It was very different from shows I've watched.
Maybe the Illuminati like came after him and was like, "Yo, this
Right,
is gonna
stop this
happen,
shit
so
right
quit
now.
freaking talking like this." Yeah, it's a joke right now, but it's becoming real. So,
Right.
uh,
Man.
you haven't you Is it working, Neo?
Yeah,
Okay.
just doing the whole update.
Man, when
Pokemon.
isn't there an update?
I haven't had an update on Horizon in 6 days. Have you?
I haven't actually.
Um.
Yesterday I had an update on the Oculus though.
mm, the weird
Dang.
thing is, I'm still homeless. I want to see if I can portal. I don't think I can portal. How would you know if you can portal?
I think when you go into like the world, let me see.
I think I can portal actually. Yes, I can portal. That's new. Ooh.
Hey,
I'm a portler. Okay, I can portal. At least I can portal. And I'm
you have a
homeless, but at least I
camera?
can portal. Let's see. How do you tell if you got
The
a
new
camera?
camera? I don't got it.
How do you see the new camera?
Should be there.
Oh,
I don't
next to
have.
your tab, so there should be 2 cameras.
If I'm not mistaken. I don't even know. I don't have it.
Yeah, Neo, how do you get? What's the camera look like?
Pretty cool.
Thanks, effect. It's like I'm like, did I not consent to something, and that's why they're not giving me something? Like,
All right,
just give me
so
all my shit.
I have them all published in all of them.
Yeah.
What's up
Welcome
to
to
the
the
live
One Verse
stream?
Hey.
podcast.
Hey, welcome to the 1VERSE podcast, the #1 podcast in the metaverse. Remember, where we're all one in the metaverse.
Oh, is that shit louder than usual, or is it always that
Yeah.
loud?
So welcome, Schlick. Welcome, Sheila. How you guys doing today?
Doing
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good. Just getting
Pretty
this shit
good.
freaking going. We talking about Black Mirror. Shit's fucking
Black
crazy.
Mirror. I love that show, dude. Love
I
that
do
show. Even though
too.
they dropped the ball with the last season, they
They
dropped the ball.
did.
But the ones after that, well,
You
before
think they
that,
dropped the ball?
amazing.
Why? The Miley Cyrus
I don't,
episode is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't find it. I didn't find it as appealing as like the first four
Yeah.
episodes
Oh
seasons.
yeah. It's true.
I was just like
They
it
need
was.
to
It's
come
just
out with
kind of
another season.
they definitely do. They should definitely keep going. But that last season to me it wasn't the best. It was probably like the worstest one out of all of them.
Yeah, the last season, yeah, it wasn't as
It was
good
only
as the
like 4
first two.
episodes too, right? Like 4 or 5
Yeah, it was
episodes.
very short.
That's
The
the
only
hard
thing
thing,
good thing
though.
was the Miley Cyrus one. Yeah.
To come up with new material is hard because it was some like trippy, mind blowing concepts.
Definitely. That material, with especially that, like you have to be ahead of your time in order to come up with the type of material, which is not easy to do. To tap into that type of energy.
Yeah. Oh, Sheila, why are you sitting right there? Sit right there.
I don't know. I just realized I'm like so far from you guys.
I'm gonna
I
invite
There
some
we
know.
people.
go. I fit the picture. I'm all the way over there, like quietish. Hey.
So it's
So how's
11:44.
oh shoot, I'm like right up on you.
I'm gonna invite some people. But yeah,
So how's
Let's
life
see.
for everybody?
It's pretty good. Just work,
Yeah?
it's gone.
and
It's
then
gone.
just yeah, it's just going good. Same old,
You
same
beat
old.
me and I beat you. Pokemon. We're
Oh
abusive.
my god,
Be careful. They might
Pokemon,
report.
man.
Sony might report that that's their song.
Oh
Right,
yeah, that's true.
right, man.
Sorry, just blur that out.
This is
Oh,
pretty
it's actually
crazy.
really true.
They get you
Same
for
here.
anything. I can't
Pro
even post a
cornhole.
TikTok on Instagram. Probably can't even talk about TikTok.
The Tiki Taki. No, we're on YouTube.
Oh no, I meant like I probably can't even talk about TikTok because everything you talk about is like, psh, get
Yeah,
down.
that's true.
It's
I'm inviting
insane.
Matt Low. I'm
Let
inviting
me
Meta
see.
Clean.
Yeah, I did the
I think
same.
MetaClean's gonna come. Oh, and MetaMax gotta come too.
Let's see.
Oculos is doing Horizon Live. I don't think he's gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Spicy. Let's keep it spicy. The MF Sun, you should come too, bro. Let's get it. I'm just inviting everybody right now. Kim Petras. Oh man, that guy. He's a character. I'll invite him.
Let's see.
Wishy washy. Wishy washy. Oh shit, I can't be saying any of this right now. I'm gonna get copyright infringement by Sony. Sony, why do you keep reporting our Facebook live streams? I don't get it.
Right, Stoney, don't you have enough money as it is?
Like 30-second clips of what we're doing is wrong. I don't understand because I don't know what we did wrong.
Did somebody just come and leave?
Maybe.
Uh,
People always be doing that shit, lurking in the shadows and shit, bro. Oh, say Wally hi. Just joined. What up, say? Say Walleye Ahi. Say Wall Ahi. Say Walla hi.
Hoppa. I definitely gotta invite him here. Talk about his bunkies.
Yeah.
oh, whoops.
You want to know the craziest thing about this all? It's we've been live streaming for 17 minutes already.
17 minutes?
Wow. Time flies.
And that's
all right. We're back.
Subtracting the 2 live streams that I did before this that were already that were each like 15 minutes.
I'm back. Definitely did a few.
Yeah, come back, dude. We can just have a 3-way right now. It's fine.
Yeah, let's go until they start joining. I'm sure they will eventually. So yeah,
Any
man.
life lessons you've learned this week? Just check in. Mental health check.
Mental health check. Yeah, actually, suppression. I've been learning a lot more about suppression because I've been trying to dig into breaking boundaries, and then I was like, whenever I step back to see why wasn't I breaking the boundaries in certain things, in certain aspects of my life, the conclusion of what I saw was suppression. Being suppressed by so many different things that don't allow me to grow. That's one thing that I discovered this week for sure. What about you guys?
What do you mean by suppression? I don't. What's suppressing you?
Suppress, like society, life, the system, people's energy, suppressing growth.
What are you gonna do to combat that?
What was that?
Being limited.
Yeah, being limited, right?
And how are you gonna get over that?
With time. Keeping that shit away, keeping that energy away.
By breaking boundaries, correct?
By breaking boundaries, but only to break the boundaries, you got to keep that suppression away in order to break those boundaries. That's what I've noticed. That's why I haven't reached those certain levels because of suppression or oppression, right? What was the other word? There's suppression and oppressed.
Oppression.
Oppressed.
You getting oppressed, bro? Let's fuck them up, bro. Nobody's gonna oppress you. What the hell?
It's funny as hell.
Right.
What about you guys? What did you guys? What is that one thing that stood out for you guys this week? That was like, oh, this is the hits. This hits home. Jay, come on to the live stream. Come on, Jay.
Let's get in here.
Hey,
Jay.
we got Jay in the house. In the house. Hey, come on, Jay. You on the live stream? Welcome. Come on. What's up, Jay?
Welcome
Welcome to the
How are you
live
guys?
stream.
Thank you. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's your day
Good.
going?
It's going decent. You know, one of those things where you like step back and kind of refresh yourself and just take it day by day.
Are you going through a hard
Nice.
time?
Um, Tiny bit, but it can be managed. You know, it can
With
be
the
There you
managed.
physical
go.
world or the virtual world?
I would say physical, yeah.
Oh,
Physical.
okay, that's good.
Mm.
Or not good, but at least
But
there's no
not,
drama in
yeah.
here, right?
Yeah. No, no,
Right,
no.
right.
That's all said and done. You know, it's one of those things where if you, like I said to many people, including Neo, you know, like if you mess up in here, you're like one and done. But like I've had many chances to where like I could redeem myself, so I'm just laying low, and that's all I can do. You know.
Lay
Mm-hmm.
low.
How do you feel
Yeah.
doing that though? Like, how do you feel? Like, how
It's
do you feel
very
about that? Like laying
excluded.
low.
Not even gonna lie, it's kind of boring just laying low and like drama's not gonna always be there, or it's gonna always be there depending on your character and personality. But it's like for me now that I've really structured myself, people do come to me with their situations, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna be there for you, but I'm not gonna be there for you. You know?
Yeah, you
Right,
ain't
Mm.
right,
fighting the
right.
battle for them. You're gonna let them
Yeah,
battle
it
it
gets old after a
themselves.
while.
Yeah.
So, what's the good part out of this of laying low as you're doing? You said.
You get to
You,
focus on your building, and it helps you a lot.
nice, nice. So it has
What
benefits.
up?
Hey,
Hey,
Rose is in
Rose.
the
What up,
house. Welcome,
chica?
Rose. We're on the
Yeah,
live
so it
stream.
does
Welcome
have its
Welcome,
live.
benefits.
welcome,
Yeah,
welcome, Rose.
it's funny. People, I was telling this to Neo, like, I feel like we're all kind of, like, when I don't know if you've lived with somebody before. Have you ever had a roommate, Jay?
Oh, yes. And I've
So
regretted
you
it
know how
every
like you can
time.
be best friends with somebody, but then when you
I
start
feel
living with them
you.
and you see too much of somebody, coworkers, roommates, like you guys
Right.
just doesn't even fucking matter. They're drinking water and you're like, I'll fucking break the bricks off you right now, bro. I don't know why.
Literally.
It's just something about seeing somebody so consistently and here in Horizon, even though we're physically not next to each other, this is the first time in history I feel like people are really like seeing each other all the time, every day. That like there's just gonna be that progression where like we're all gonna
Yeah.
eventually just because we're getting used to each other and so many different personalities. Then you got your clicks, and then you got your drama that people just love doing. Oh
hmm
man, but
And then it's
I feel
always
like
the
we're
new people that try to like
yeah,
break those cliques apart and stir that pot. And that's why I just I keep my circle tight, but at the end of the day I know who my originals are.
yeah.
Right, right, right.
I just don't really want to have a clique. I just want to be friends with everybody. Like,
Yeah.
of course, there's gonna be people that I enjoy
Same.
their company because I've known them for a while and I bond with them. But at the
hmm
same time, the last thing I want to do is make somebody feel like they're not
Want to be
accepted.
there. Exactly.
Like that's fucked up, especially because like there's so many different all-inclusive like topics here. Like, oh, support me for being me, and then oh, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. Like that's messed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
We gotta try and accept everybody. It's hard though, because there's some weirdos. I agree.
I think if you're like in tune with yourself and like you kind of like if you feel something when like someone's actually being weird, because that's why I feel like in our like when we did our podcast, there was like someone like exposed someone like, oh, this person is. I feel like I felt it like since the beginning, like, oh, I felt a weird energy from him and he was kind of like
Yeah,
a weirdo, you know. But people were like, no, maybe there's something else. I'm just like, yes, but you kind of like I feel like I'm learning like, okay, yes, you want to like, accept them for who they are, but that doesn't mean you can like, bring them in, because like that can like could affect you in a
yeah.
way, you know?
Hmm.
It's a
hmm
fine line.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard thing to figure out. Exactly. Yeah, like
Boundaries.
you got
Yep,
to be able to
boundaries.
include everybody, but at the same time, if somebody's toxic or not doing it for you, you got to be able to protect yourself. So, yeah, how do you figure that shit out? How do you know when like you're being just dismissive and not being nice to somebody or actually doing what's the best thing to do?
For me, that's a perfect question for me. When I know I'm fading away or being dismissive towards someone, it's more like everyone knows my attitude is very sharp
Yeah.
sometimes. So
Mhm.
it's when I know I'm being dismissive, I know, and I either address it to the person I'm being dismissive towards, or I kind
Right.
of just let it be and just see what happens from there, type of situation. Like there was many times where I was being dismissive to my own self, and I just had to check my own self before I could really say anything and just be more present, and be more focused on what is at hand, like despite
Right.
all the other situations that have been going on within the metaverse. And like a
Mhm.
perfect example, like when you're saying like how do you know when to set like a fine line with someone? There was a person, I'm not naming names, but Neo knows who this person is. They were super toxic. They were very intoxicated every day, and it was just a
I
fight and
think I know
battle.
who it is. They
Yeah,
might be
and
coming actually.
and, but
I don't
I
think
doubt it.
so.
I
I
anyway,
don't
doubt
think
it.
so.
I doubt it.
I
I
don't think
told
so.
me and that friend group reached out to that person personally and said, "Hey, like we're going to help you, but you still have to fight this battle alone. We can't always
Right.
be hand and foot." And they took the advice to an extent to where they felt attacked, and then they just went a whole 180 and just gave
Hmm.
up. And I'm just like, "Okay, well, I'm done. Boundary set, wall back up, lock key. Bye-bye."
Yeah.
Lucky. Bye bye.
Damn.
I
Bye
feel
bye.
that.
You
Feel
know
like
what?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Sometimes
it
you have to
takes a
do that.
while. Like when you're intoxicated, alcohol, it's like basically like the devil. Like, cause I can like talk about myself and like my experience of having like intoxicated people around me, and then me kind of included, and then becoming toxic. So it's like if you're aware, like the alcohol is like it basically means the devil in another language. I forgot where, but that's
You
what
mean
it
like
means. Because
spirits?
yes,
La Cucapadra.
because I can tell you that I have like
I'm
blacked
sorry.
out. I have like overdrank, and I felt like it wasn't me anymore. Like when you
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. You have to really be
Yeah.
in tune with yourself and know who you are, and then when you notice
Yeah.
a different shift between yourself, and it's like, okay, yes, I feel like I've drank so much to the point where like I don't even know who I am anymore. Like the
Mhm.
whatever I did that time that I was like drunk, I was like, damn, like that's me. And you're like just sitting there like, damn, that's me. No, that is
That's
not
not
me.
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like when I heard about like alcohol, what it means in a different like country, and how like they try to push alcohol on people more. Especially during the pandemic, I heard like
Mhm.
people were drinking more, and then suicide started
Everybody.
happening and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, alcohol is it's like the devil to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
And
they call it like wine and
mhm.
spirits. Like
Yeah,
wine and
Yeah.
because
spirits.
I feel like I've done things that I
Spirits.
was so unaware of, like, and then and
Yeah.
when I hear it, it's just like, like,
You did have
damn,
moments when I first met you. You would come up to
yeah,
me like a week later or the next day, and you're like, "Vanity, what happened?" I'm like, "Girl, this is
yes,
what you did."
yes,
Respectfully.
I
Right,
feel like
right,
it's
right,
the abuse of alcohol though. Alcohol in
hmm
moderation is good, I believe. Like a glass of
Hmm.
wine a day will actually
right.
increase your lifespan, but it's the same thing with fucking opiates. We don't know how to handle shit without just abusing.
Hmm.
We
Mm.
always want to get that little bit more like I'm not that drunk, and that's the worst part about being drunk. You don't
Yeah.
know you're drunk, so
Yep.
you're like I can keep drinking. I'm not even drunk.
yep,
Then you keep on drinking, and then I'm still not
So
drunk.
true.
Then you drink again, and then you're fucked up.
yep,
Yeah.
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 So I get it.
Absolutely.
I know who you're talking about, and I feel for that person, and I hope that person heals. And it's gonna be
Yeah.
tough. It's really gonna be tough, and like I think I also went through that situation where I had to kind of like set boundaries with someone that I knew, like that was like someone really close to me, to set
Mm.
boundaries because it's like I kind of figured it out too. It's like it's toxic if you include so much alcohol in your life, and
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
toxic people can't really create something
Mm-mm.
beautiful. Yeah, so.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so true.
So, Rose, personal question. What did you
hmm
do for self control? Like, how did you manage yourself? And, like, what did you do to distract yourself in case you were tendent to drink again?
Mm, I think I try to think back where I used to like power lift and I used to work out a lot, how that made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so wanting to work on myself and not drink so much, I just like I went back to the gym And like, I literally drank a social drink this Wednesday, and my stomach started hurting. So I think I
Because
was
you haven't had it in your
detoxing.
system for a long
Yeah.
time.
So I was like, maybe no, maybe just relax, listen to your body, because you want to
Yeah,
listen to your body. Like
Yeah.
if it hurts, why drink it and like for the pain to go away, or
exactly.
like take something
Hmm.
else, detox. I don't know, cleanse yourself. I think I believe I
Yeah.
do, like I cleanse,
D is in the
and
house. Welcome, D.
And we interrupt this podcast.
hey.
This podcast is sponsored by Smirnoff. Get your drink on. Smirnoff vodka.
Hey.
Oh my God. Go home and listen. I'm
Yeah, sorry. No, but I agree, and it's being
kidding.
aware. I feel like I it's hard for me to control it sometimes. The thing that really helped me when I feel like everybody's gotten dumb in public being drunk, I'm sure. And if you haven't,
Yeah.
you're strong. But I
It's a
feel like
Oh
big
my
the big
god.
thing is
Yup.
the
Yup.
embarrassment is really what straightens me up. Like if you don't
Yep.
embarrass
Mm.
yourself,
There you
it's
go.
easy to keep going. But then once you embarrass yourself, it's like, damn,
Mhm.
that feels
Especially when
worse
there's
than feeling
videos.
drunk.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
not
Everybody
the
have
yeah.
their
Literally.
phone
video.
out.
Oh,
Yes.
That's the worst
please.
thing. I can't
Slick,
do anything
slick.
embarrassing now.
Literally,
You wake
slick.
up
I'm
in
gonna
the morning
piggyback
and
off of
someone
that,
send
to
that.
be honest. So
Yeah.
2 years ago, I went on a date, right, and it was going beautiful. We had a few far too many drinks after dinner, because we went to dinner, had drinks, and then we went to the bar. And how the remodel of the waterfront was done, it was done beautiful. Shout out to Seattle, Washington for the remodel. And you go up this Cinderella staircase up to the main part where you park your car. So my dumb ass, was like, oh, let me try to be cute. I skipped the stairs and I run up the hill in heels, and I ate shit in front of other couples. And I was like, well, there's
Oof.
that.
Mm.
Oh
Wow.
my
Yeah, and it
God.
made you not want to drink. You were like, damn.
Yeah, that was
That
embarrassing. So I
never
had to get
stopped
carried
me,
to the car.
That never stopped me
Embarrassing
from not
yourself
wanting
don't
to
stop
drink.
you?
Oh God, no. Oh God, no. Oh God,
Blacking
no.
out
You're
didn't
you're a
stop
strong
me.
woman.
It was
Blacking
like,
out will stop
yeah,
me
yeah.
because that is
Blacking out
very
stopped me.
scary.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever blacked out.
But having a good
No.
time, that's never gonna stop
Same.
me. I had a good
Girl.
time
But
in the
it's
Yeah.
moment.
it's having a good time, but embarrassing yourself, and then you see the videos after of you acting
Yes.
how you never act. You're like, I don't want to
Oh my
see this,
God,
and I
You
don't
know
want
what?
any.
I'll tell
You
you a
feel
story.
naked.
I was in Atlanta and kind of the same as Jay. Like, so downtown, I don't know who's from Atlanta. Anybody? Nope, nope, nope.
Nope,
Okay,
nope.
well,
Maybe one
there's
of
a
the viewers
Midtown
is.
Atlanta where
right.
they have a
Live
in
stream.
Midtown Atlanta they have a fountain at the Olympics Centennial Park, and you can go turn it on yourself if you want to. So I turned it on, and it was like 3 a.m. Well, I found myself on TikTok, on somebody else's TikTok, and I'm like, oh
Ooh,
my
ooh,
God, this
ooh.
person I didn't even know this person.
Acting
Someone sent it to
crazy.
me. Yes, just running through the
Was it
water
one of your
fountain by
followers?
myself. No, it was some random person on my TikTok, because I have, a lot, not a lot, but a good amount
Girl,
of
you have a
following.
lot of followers. Don't even play.
And some
How many followers you got, D?
No, I'm gonna gas
Too
you up
many.
right now,
I'm
best
not-
friend. She has
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
26.8K followers on TikTok.
just on that one.
26.8?
But I have another one that got banned that
And she
had
got another
more.
one.
Look
And
at
she got
you.
My
another
other
one.
one got banned. It had 450,000 followers, and it got banned.
What?
So I can't get it
Wow.
back.
What?
And that is
What?
all
It got
shout out to the Yin
banned?
Yang
The
twins, the Yin Yang twins,
heck?
the Yin Yang twins to hype me up. And so that's the only reason why that one did. But somebody
Wait,
sent
so
that to me, and I was like,
type of-
what the fudge?
What
Go
type of content creation do you create on TikTok?
Hot Mess
So the
Express
viewers.
101.
She said
Hot
hot
mess
mess.
No
Express.
shame, Hot Mess Express. Who doesn't
What,
give a single
what does that
mama,
mean for the
don't
viewers
care.
that don't know? What does that mean for the viewers that
I
don't
am
get
from
it?
the deep south, and I have no shame in my game. And I'm a single mom with 2 kids. And when I go out, and I go 100. And so I have a good time. And
Right.
so that's what it is. So I have
So
a
you
lot of
film that.
relation in TikTok with other moms and women. I also am a feminist, so a lot of I'm not the scary one. Y'all don't get scared of me. I believe it on
Uh-oh.
all aspects.
I was
just
gonna start running.
So
Just kidding.
no.
Oh my
I'm
Yeah, you're
not a
kicked.
radical feminist. I am not radical. I'm a new age feminist. So, but yeah, that's
You believe in equality.
equality for all. But you know what? Femininity affects me as a female, so I fight for it. Like a male, your aspects affect you directly, so you fight for it. LGBTQA plus, that affects me directly, so I fight for it. Doesn't mean I'm saying, oh, you're a horrible person because you're a man, or you're a horrible person. There's horrible men, women, LGBTQA. There's horrible people,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
I fight for the things that affect me directly.
Right.
Not,
Right.
I'm not out here shaming other people because of
Listen,
who
D,
they
Right,
are.
I'm the
right.
most horrible human being on the earth. I'm a
Schlick,
cis
shut up.
Oh
That's
my
okay.
white
God.
man.
You know,
I'm a
But
cis
the
white
mediocre
man. That's
white
the
man
worst
I
one,
always
right?
talk about on my TikTok, the mediocre white man.
The cis white man, the devil
Yeah,
himself,
no. The
right?
mediocre
Oh
white
my
man
God.
that thinks that.
God.
I'm just kidding. I'm also Native American, so I do a lot of advocacy work for the Native world.
That's awesome.
I know that's not
Well
a
done.
really big thing here in the
Are you
Meadows,
in
so
a
I'm hoping
tribe?
to get that.
You should
I am. I'm
definitely do more for
Natucci.
that.
I'm actually a part of a reservation. Mhm.
Give them a shout
Wow.
That's
out.
amazing.
Show some
Yeah,
love.
Natucci, Pakumaiko, and I. Hi,
Shout out to them.
So you know about alcohol abuse probably more than
Yeah,
I know the Native
absolutely.
Americans have had a really tough time with alcohol.
Well, if you really want my instinct on it, I can keep going or I can be quiet because I can
No,
talk
talk.
No,
for a
we wanna-
moment for it.
I want to hear.
Talk
Mhm.
about that.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
curious.
so absolutely, I'll go ahead. And the same comes with the African American community. So the African American community and the Native community with the government and the way that the ostracism happens with Section 8 housing. So African American and Native American communities are ostracized without any resources from the government, from anybody to actually help us build because we are given nothing. We were given nothing. So we were given our native lands. The African American community was offered Section 8 housing, but there were no resources for them to get education, for them to have jobs, for us to have jobs, for us to have resources connected to. So what happens is the government provides government assistance. And what government assistance does is it keeps a minority in a very small window where we can't make too much money, right? So that we can
Right.
thrive on our own. So if you make
Mhm.
too much money, you're not going to get your food stamps, Medicaid, assistance that a lot
Low
of
income
people need.
living, any of that.
Low income living. So that keeps us, Native Americans included, African American communities included. This happened back in the 60s with the African American community, where they say, look, we're going to give you this. Same with the Native American community. We have our land, but they take it. They still take it to this day. Just a year ago, I was at a protest where I got arrested, I got hosed, I got beat because they were running pipelines through our land, took it from us,
Oh, I remember
took it
that.
from communities, dishomed about 700 Native American people that had no resources. Same thing happens with the African American community. Um, we're put into this chastised box of you're not going to succeed because we need you here, right? But we don't
Yeah.
want you. So what do? As an African American or Native community, what do? We do what we can to make money and survive. So
Mhm.
that is where the stigmatism comes into the African American community. And this is just my beliefs. Anybody who disagrees, please, I would love to have conversation on this. With the African American community as well as the Native community, Native is different only because the government feels obligated to give us our own land and our own government and our own policing. And, we can only stay within that. And if we're part of res, we are held to that standard that the government does not help us. They don't. They don't. They don't give us anything. They say,
Dee,
oh,
can
you
I-
don't pay taxes.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
piggyback off you, love. That is a perfect thing. So for all the viewers who are not like familiar with the Native culture. Also, my family is part Native as well. They're Hawaiian and Islander and Pacific Islander and all this. In
Shout out
Seattle,
Hawaii.
in Seattle, there are towns broken up within Seattle. So there's Seattle, Washington, Redmond, Auburn, Tacoma, and Puyallup. Puyallup, Washington was the first reservation for the Native culture for the Muckleshoot Casino
Pacific.
headquarters. And they recently, 5 to 6 years ago, recently just bought back their land from, the Caucasian people. And they got their
Colonizers?
land back. And what
Colonizers.
happens is colonizers, yes, thank you. And what
Fine.
happened that when they finally bought their land back, they expanded the casino for one, and they also were able to fish back into the Puyallup River, where all the natives are allowed to fish now, because it's one of those things where
Without a
people
license.
without a license, because it was
Finally.
originally theirs, but then it was taken away, but then they bought it back, and they were given it back. And like what
Wow.
Dee's saying is, they put people in these boxes to where if you are not part of the reserve, or if you're not part of a tribe, you're not allowed to do certain things. So that's where D, and that was a demonstration of what I was trying to get to as well. What D's trying to say is there's other ways around it respectfully without feeling that you're in that box.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
okay.
I
a really
see.
hard thing because, like, just like you guys have to have a fishing license or a hunting license. So
Right.
you got to
po-
pay the
yeah,
government
most states for sure.
to feed yourself. And with reservations, Pacific Islanders as well,
Which is crazy.
that is a way of life. That's how we survive. I lived on res for many, many years. That's how we lived. I didn't have to, but yet when the government gets involved and puts people of a different culture that Pacific Islanders, like from Hawaii and Alaskan natives. If you go to Alaska, the actual natives, they're all homeless. Every one of them.
Not even
They're
kidding.
I go to
Overridden by
Alaska once a
cancer
year.
also.
Overridden by cancer with no health care. I go to
Mhm.
Alaska once a year to
Mhm.
provide help and resource and relief, but also to do the salmon run. Well, I'm Native American and I have a Native card. I don't have to have a license to fish, but most people, you would have to have a license and you would have to have a license and you would. Jay would. But the thing is it's a colonized box of disassociation to communities that have no other choice but to roll with it is what I call. So like with the African American community as well, after the slaves were freed, they were promised 40 acres and a mule when I put that out there. But that didn't happen. That did not happen. It was all taxized so much that they couldn't. How are they going to taxize this 40 acres and everything that they produce off the land when they don't have any resources? And we're same with Native Americans. Like when I don't celebrate Columbus Day, there's no
Me neither.
resources. There was no way for the African American community to even go to school, even in the 60s. The slaves were freed well before that. So there was no resources. You've got a colonized culture of people that are raising the next generation to have nothing. They have no schooling. They're put in Section 8 housing. They're learned to rely on the government
Yeah,
to
to
be
be
able to
dependent.
eat, to be dependent. So what are we gonna do? Now the next generation, the generation now is it's all flowing, and just like it was, if you look back 50 years ago, how the African American community has expanded and has rose themselves, mind you, nobody else did it. And imagine where it's going to be in another 20, 30 years. The native culture has been so far drove under the rug that it's not an insight.
Caitlin,
How does this rely? How does this
I'm going back to the viewing
contribute?
station.
Like I
No, come
noticed,
in.
Oh.
Native Americans are overridden by like alcohol. Why are they?
All the same
Why is
thing
there
with
so much
African
substance abuse
American.
now?
I can go ahead and the only reason why I bring up the African American community is because that is what is highlighted, right?
Come to the
In
live. This is a live
media.
stream. It's open.
And that's what a lot of people can relate to more.
What's up, Lacey?
So just like the African
Hey,
American
how you doing?
community, the substance
good.
abuse
It's an
is
open
another
source. If you
way,
guys want to
honestly,
jump in
to
and have a
control
conversation, you can.
in the government to control. They can say
Right,
what they
but
want
this
to.
is the
And I
first time
sound
I've
like
been
a
here, so I'm just
conspiracy
kind of
theorist.
getting the lay of the land.
I've
Nothing
studied
is a
this for a long
And I'm
time.
shocked.
So, like crack, you can say the same thing
We'll
with
have
the
a good
crack
conversation, though.
epidemic with the African American community.
The
Right.
CIA
And you could
planted
say
it.
the same thing with the native. Like, what are we going to do? What is the African American community? How are they going to make money? How are they going to
The
make money?
CIA gives them money under the table, and
Sells
they have
crack.
to sell to their neighbors, and their neighbors
They have to
are
sell to their neighbors.
crackheads.
And the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
with, yes. But that is just, that's a ploy. And, people can say what they want to, and same thing with the Native American community. We weren't we were not as ostracized during the media stage of life. Our ostracization came pre-media, pre-TV, pre all of that. That all came well before you can broadcast out to the world. In the
Right.
80s, 90s, that's when the African American community started, being open and uprising. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do to control
Make them
and
kill
ostracize,
themselves.
make them kill themselves? I believe
Yeah,
that
it's funny.
wholeheartedly, and if anybody wants to say anything to me about that, we can have a respectful conversation. But how else are you going to explain it? To
The
me?
problem
There's
is the
no way.
government assistance. All public works, healthcare, education, housing,
Section 8 housing.
income, everything that has to do with the government is not for the people that are benefiting from it. Like if you
No.
make 36 grand a year from the government.
So
If you make over 20
Isn't that
grand, they cut your
crazy?
benefits off. So that means
Isn't
if you
that
don't make
crazy?
over 36, you should not have a job.
So my
But,
grandparents,
yeah, it's stupid.
They get Social Security, all that. Yes, they worked their whole lives, but they needed some help, right? They needed
Yeah.
help. We needed some assistance, and because they made too much money, which is so the income poverty level for the limit of money that you can make to obtain government assistance puts you 30% below the poverty
Median. Mhm.
level. 30%.
Sheesh.
And then
Who
that's
is
where the
gonna
classes
live?
come into play.
That's where it goes.
Yeah, and I hate it so much because at the end of the day, I was recently speaking to a good friend of mine now because I opened up to him last night in the metaverse, and I asked him politely, like, what do you do for work? He hesitated a lot, and I was like, well, at least tell me the category. And he was like, well, it's embarrassing. Okay, and a job is a job, but then I also told him you can progress in that job depending on not only how long you are dedicated to that job, but the skill set of that job. And then he proceeded to tell me, and then I told him, hey, I was at Domino's for 2 years, and not even kidding you, I would literally quit the job I have now and go back to Domino's in a heartbeat because they treated me really well with respect, and I also made a lot of money, and I wasn't even delivering food. I was inside managing. But I wasn't on that criteria as the other managers. I was below them, but still
Okay, you
considered a
wanna know
regular
why?
worker,
But
which
okay,
made me
you were a
live at
regular
my
worker.
medium. See, and like I
But
said again,
were
the
they
class.
white? Were they white?
One was. I was the only black
So,
manager at my location.
I'm not putting race in this at all. There's no, that's not it. It's just the level of availability to ostracized communities that have the same level, but yet you have got a generational disposition between the 20s, even the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then our generation. There is such a huge gap of availability of resources for communities of any kind of culturalized community. So that's where that gap comes in, to where, like Jay was just saying, you know does she have a bachelor's degree? I mean, I'm not just her, but I'm just talking about like anybody. Like, were you able to have the same resources as Chad here? No. No, why? Because we have a generational disposition for culturalized communities that were, the African American community did not ask to be here. I don't care what anybody has to say. I don't give a shit. If somebody wants to fight me on that, they sure can. And then the same when it comes to Native American communities, they were here. We were here. Everything was taken because they were a structurized culture of European Americans because they were structurized and they're intimidating, and we people were scared. And same with the African American community. We freed the slaves. What? Oh, you're going to get 40 acres and a mule, but okay. Here comes the taxation on that. How are they going to pay for it? Oh, they can't. They can't. They don't have resources. They don't have the same family bloodline and work and all that stuff that everybody else has. So we're going to go ahead and just take it. We're going to take it back because they can't pay the taxes on it. That's what happened.
And I know you're talking about a lot of race, but you want to know something that's just as bad as a poor black person, a poor white person? It's poor people. I really
yeah.
don't think it's the color or like the culture, because there's a shit ton of poor white people. There's a shit ton of poor black people, and poor white people aren't getting more privileges than poor black people. They're both treated like scum.
I might have to disagree
I don't know
with you on that.
how would you disagree with that?
I mean, do you I mean,
Yeah, I would like to just have a
This
discussion,
poor, this
not
poor
like
on this all
everything
day
emotional.
though. This
long.
poor Spanish.
Because
This poor everything.
there's a shit ton
Oh
of
yeah, there's poor
people that are
everything.
white
Absolutely.
that are
Absolutely.
starving themselves. And I do
Absolutely.
believe that there are white people that are privileged in certain areas, but
Yeah, white privilege.
I
is a real
believe that
thing.
it's really classes. It doesn't matter if you're black. If you're a billionaire, they're not going to treat you as a black person. You're a
Oh
billionaire.
no, absolutely.
That's why the
Absolutely.
color of
But
the
you wanna
skin
know
doesn't
what?
really matter.
But
It's
you
really
wanna know
the
what?
money
Do
you
you wanna know
have.
what? It's okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
can go with you
about
on
the
that. We
material.
can
Yeah,
go.
the
We can
status.
go on that. So, I want you to take that billionaire black African American person. I want you to go way back, way back. It has nothing to do with color. You're absolutely correct. You are correct. Because that person busted their ass for how long and had the motivation and had the stigma and had it for themselves. Everybody has the same opportunity in America. Everybody has the same opportunity. Whatever, that's bullshit. But anyway,
True.
that person did everything in the Latin community, same thing. The Cuban community, the Hispanic community. Yes, I believe if you want to be a part of the United States, go through the right process, do your things so that don't have to do that. But the thing is that person, take their bloodline and their ancestry and see if they had any privilege whatsoever. You can say the same thing for white people. It is all on that person and how they want to bust their ass to get to where they're at. Absolutely. Are we in a more open culturalized community now in the United States? Absolutely. But that comes with parenting, that comes with the generational gap that is provided, because just like in any African American community, back in the 60s, it's all dependent on that person and how much they want it. So you could say yes, whites, African American, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, look at I'm not trying to brag on myself, but like
Oh, yeah.
I broke a generational gap. That's up to you to do it. That's up to nobody else.
Breaking boundaries. Hey.
You're
Yeah.
breaking boundaries. It doesn't matter the color of your skin or your culture. But what I'm saying, what I fight for, is that yes, African American communities were in the 60s and 70s were put in this Section 8 and given crack and given this and given that. Native Americans, all of their reses have been taken from them, still are to this day. I just was at a protest where they were drilling. They wanted the fucking oil and chastised 700 Native American people that had nowhere to go. Nowhere. No resources. Nobody gave them help. Nobody. And the same with the African American community back in the 60s. What are you going to do? It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Right now is the time to break generational gaps and we
Yeah.
are not going to be looking at color anymore, right? I just know
You
of
know,
Yeah.
these
you
things
know.
and I
By the
speak
way,
on these things because they affect me directly. And I
Yeah.
really wish people understood that. I know you have things, I know you have things, I know you have things. Everybody has something. Doesn't mean that's my only forefront. That just means it affects me and I feel
Yeah.
it. So I fight for it.
Right.
Doesn't
I
mean I won't
agree.
fight
it's
for
funny.
you. Doesn't mean I won't fight for you. Doesn't mean I won't fight for you or you or a European white person. It's all in who
Yeah.
you are
You're
and
on
what
mute,
you
by the
bring to
way.
the table and how kind you are. And it doesn't matter the color of skin or your sexuality anymore. We're in a so different generation than we were 50 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I fight for things and I say things. People think that's my only road. It's not. It's because it affects me directly. It affects me with Jay because Jay's my best friend. I have I live in a community with large amount of African American. I live in Atlanta. Um, I see this every day. I'm a part of the LGBTQA plus. I'm a woman. So yeah, I have a lot of things that affect me.
Yeah.
So I speak on them. Doesn't mean it's my holy, doesn't mean it's my Bible. Educate
And
me. That's all I want.
yeah. And I just, yeah, again, it's just really, you want to know at the end of the day what's happening? It's poor people
Yeah.
or middle class people and poor people are all fighting
Mhm.
amongst each other on shit that they can't control. And the rich people are the ones making us fight, causing everything. And nobody's blaming the rich people that are really making the decisions.
Well,
This is
you
all
want to know
set up
what? You want to
so
know what? It
we
is
all try
all
and kill each other.
You know
absolutely.
what?
But you know where that comes from? That comes from us funding them. Do you have an Apple? Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Do you have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone?
You
Girl,
gotta
we
have an
FaceTime every
iPhone,
day,
guys.
girl. You already
I
know I
know,
have an
We
but
gotta
iPhone.
that's what
have an
I'm saying.
iPhone.
You
That's
gotta
slave
have
labor
it.
right there. That's
You
slave
gotta
labor.
have it, and we're funding it. So you know
Yep.
that's the thing is because they're making it a necessity for us to fund it, for them to get money in their pockets. That's the thing. I mean, sorry. I mean, are you wearing Gucci? Are you doing this? Are you buying this? Do you have a
Yeah. It's
Tesla?
all consumerism.
It's all consumerism.
Nah, I fucks with
But it's the only
Tesla
thing
though.
we can
Tesla's
do.
cool. Elon Musk, I fucks with him. He's an innovator.
Oh, dear
She's like,
Jesus.
I fucks with him.
I fucks with
Same.
Listen,
Elon
this is
Musk,
what I
bro. He's gonna change
do.
the world.
It's so bad. And I get very passionate. And that's what
No,
you
it's
need. You need
good.
people who have passion and educate me. I want to know. I'm not here. I will never fight with no. If you're disrespectful, we throwing
So
hands.
it's interesting that you guys are talking about that
Wow.
topic. By the way, it's interesting.
Love it.
It's interesting that you guys are talking about that topic. I was literally before you guys came in, we were just talking about it, and she like asked me like, "What did I figure out this week? That what was it? What was the question again? What did
I
I
said, what like lesson did you learn about life this week?
this week?"
Mm.
And it's
Oh,
funny. So
geez, that's a hard question.
I told him that I've kind of been in this like deep dive into this whole thing of oppression, like
Hey, he said
fuck,
oppressed. I've been feeling oppressed.
oppressed,
Mhm.
yeah, oppressed.
Mhm.
Because I was trying to look
You're
at my
Latino,
life.
right?
Yeah, I'm mixed. I'm half. So
Mhm.
I've been taking a deep dive to see why I haven't broke the boundaries that I want to break in life. You know, like those boundaries, like generational boundaries, limitations. You know, overcoming what our parents couldn't do and succeeding and achieving and exceeding expectations. I've been trying to see more and how I could do that and why I haven't. And the
Right.
conclusion I came up with was oppressed, oppression. It was like, damn, like, what is it? Like, why can't I? And then I just started looking at everything throughout my life growing up. I was like, wow, see, if this didn't happen to me the way it didn't, I would have been here in this point of my life by now, you know, being 30 years old. And then I look at my past week or month and
Just
everything
a
that I've gone
baby.
through. I'm like, damn, all this shit literally doesn't push me to go forward and up. It's
Mhm.
just been keeping me just flowing right above water, like a very thin layer
What
above water,
keeps
but
you
still
right there
almost
though?
drowning.
Say what it is. What keeps you there?
What keeps me? Knowing that I have something to show. Like I know that there's more that I could show to the world, and there's especially when there's something so positive, something that could even change life by just bringing light to the world, bringing light to people, with showing different perspectives that never been seen. Just like that
And
positive
that's
love
yeah.
for the world, you know,
And that's
is
what I was
what
saying,
keeps
like
me like
kindness.
above water.
But you know what? Nobody what is kindness to people anymore? Really? I'm
guess.
being. What's going to get more views? Someone
Yeah,
being an ass or someone being kind?
that's
There's
true.
someone being an ass.
Yeah.
Someone
Of
being an
course,
ass.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's
that's
why
why.
I'd rather do things that are cool because that also gets
Exactly.
views.
Yeah, and I think that is shifting. I'm being
It is
completely honest
shifting.
when I say it is shifting a lot. I think the culturalized of social media and paparazzi, whatever you want to call it, the media in general is shifting, and I really hope that it continues that shift because everybody's tired with COVID and in the
Yeah,
sadness that it has caused. Like I
Yeah.
really think people are having a different mindset when it comes
yeah.
to culturalization and um, being one
Suppression,
community and of
definitely.
humanity and oppression and not even the oppressed. And just like Schlick
Yeah, I
said, I
meant to
mean,
say
it's white
suppression.
people
The fuck,
too.
I'm over here all getting my words wrong. I meant
It's
to say
a
suppression. I've
European.
noticed that. I've been fucking suppression.
The
God
one
damn
thing
it.
that I always say though, or there's there's people of every race that go through
Hmm.
some bullshit that's not fair
Yep,
Mhm.
because
absolutely.
life is not fair. But the one thing that I always think to myself, because we've all went through our own hardships and they're all hardships. You can't
Hmm.
discredit one over the other.
Nope,
Everybody's
cannot.
hardship is individual. But the one
Hmm.
thing I have focused on for myself is when I'm going through a hardship, the last thing I want to do is say, woe is me. The first thing that I want to
Exactly.
do, the only thing that I want to do is try and figure out a way to fix it. I don't
Mhm.
care how many cards are against me, how much you want to fuck me over. I'm not going to give up and I'm going to figure out a way to still come on top. And if everybody had that belief, it wouldn't matter. Yeah,
But
you've been
when we
fucked
talk,
over.
I just
You've been fucked over,
going back
but
on
we
that.
got to figure out a way to fix it. How can we all come
Hmm.
together and actually get through
Hmm.
this?
And just like like I said before, it's just if you go
That's
back
the
and look
hardest
at
part,
people's
though.
lines and where they came from, it's that motivation and that individual, like you said,
Yeah,
like you. If
exactly.
somebody had that, yeah, my family got everything taken. I'm talking about
Yeah,
everything. We had nothing. Generational gaps, general breaking that
but you ain't
generational
gonna
curse.
die. You're gonna
No, we're
figure
not
out a
going to die.
way.
You're going to figure it out. And I did. So I did. I busted my ass. My mom,
Exactly.
I've been emancipated from my mother since I was 16. I did everything on my own. I had nobody give me a one up. Nobody gave me money. Nobody put me through school. But you know what? I busted my ass every single day, every day to go to college and every day to go through law school and every day to do these things. And you know
That's
what? I did that
beautiful.
on my own. It's on the individual person, and pushing that mindset to other people is one of my goals and is one of my
Yeah.
things is to hype people and be like, listen, you are smart, you are kind, and you can do this. We can do this together. Me and Jay, I hype Jay as hard as I can because I want her to succeed. And that is my goal is I always want to see someone succeed. If someone's
Yeah.
more successful than me and I had a part of it, hell yeah. I am happy
Mm-hmm.
for that person. I always
Right.
want someone to
Amen.
succeed, even my enemies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
you're doing good
Absolutely.
and bridging that gap, and even though I don't like you, but you're
Mm-hmm.
doing better for other people and you're doing what you can, hell yeah, we might not get along personality wise, but I'll still cheer you on.
Cheer you
I
on.
Yeah.
promise
Mm-hmm.
you
That's
that.
true. Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. I definitely see that like that.
And I feel
Yeah.
like our culture, our generation, I was born in 95, so I'm 27. Everybody's in their early 30s, mid 20s. I
I'm
feel
in
Love
my
like
your
is
late
Jesus.
30s.
becoming,
I'm
yeah, or
old.
that's what I
I'm an
mean.
oldie
My
in here with a
generation,
newbie brain.
yours is a little different, but I feel like the generation after you, my generation, is
those
a lot
Zs.
less racist, is a lot
Oh,
less like excluding, it's a lot more accepting towards everybody. And sometimes I feel like it might go to the extreme in certain areas,
It
which we
does.
do need to
It
find
does.
that happy
It does.
medium. And the generation after me, I feel like is going to have this shit figured out. I am
It's,
very
I,
hopeful
I
for this
promise
world.
you they will. So I'm a
I'm
millennial,
very hopeful.
110%. But I raised my children and I raised my generation of children to be um the millennials had it. I'm sorry. The millennials had it. We got kind of screwed in the gap of the racial portion of it.
Yeah,
But
you're
we
right.
kind of had it, and so what happened was you got the generation before the millennials that the boomer or whatever it is that
Yeah,
still
boomers
process
fucked
that.
up.
Yeah, and so boomers, are raising millennials, but millennials are seeing the way that we needed to be. So I raised my children fluid. You love everybody. I don't
Mhm.
give a shit what the color of their skin is, their how much money
Exactly.
they got. You're gonna do you. You're gonna do as best you can for the next generation, and that's what I instill in my children.
Yeah.
And so that's my Gen Zs. That's our next generation. My son is 5. That's a generation after that.
Oh
And I
yeah, they're gonna
instill in
kill
Right.
it.
them, this is what you're gonna do. Because I see this is what's gonna happen because the millennials have that so Gen Z has this one focus. Millennials, in the openness that they have in the age gap, we've seen it on both ends. We've seen it in low
Yeah,
lows
we
and we've seen it
have.
at high highs. So
Yep.
we know that balance. So us giving it to our children, that's what's going to change. That's what's going to make the change. Gen Z, like you said, it can be super extreme. My sister's a Gen Z, and she's an extremist. And I try as best as I can to get her on a different level, but she's an extremist. And I'm like,
Yeah,
girl, come
like you don't believe in the
on.
same politics, I will ban you
No.
as a friend and burn your house down, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's
Well,
my
Yeah.
sister.
geez, Slick. Oh my
No,
God.
seriously.
No,
No, they
that's what
do act
people be
that way.
doing. Real
Mhm.
That is
talk.
They do.
it.
Like you can't have a
Mhm.
discussion. Like I
Nope.
mentioned, white
Just like
people
I
have
said,
also been oppressed.
yeah.
They would have freaked the fuck out at me and
Oh
left
yeah.
the room as soon
But
as I said
but just
anything.
like me, like I want if we have a respectable conversation, I want to learn.
Exactly.
I want to hear
Right,
your
Yeah.
side. We
right.
might
There's
not
nothing wrong with
agree.
that. Right.
Nothing. That's like I
Mhm.
told you. I said, I
Can
will
I
have
Exactly.
ask
to
you a question?
respectfully disagree.
What's an extremist?
Girl, I'm
That's
over
on
here
like
drinking
a
my. I'm like,
That's
What's
girl.
that?
important. A lot of
an
people don't know what that
extremist will
is.
be like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, like a extreme feminist that says all men are garbage, all men are
Oh.
disgusting.
You know what?
BLM, Black Lives
Mhm.
Matter, is considered an extremist group because they do
Not
not
all.
see
Yeah.
outside. Not all of them. Not all of them. I work for BLM, just a BTW. But
Okay.
some groups with BLM are extremists. They say
And the ones and I'm gonna tell you
Mhm.
right now, D, the one in Seattle,
Yeah.
they, oof,
They,
They're
if you
they,
are
extremists.
black,
oof.
Yo,
I'm not
wait-
even.
wait a
you
I'm
are
not
second.
not
even kidding
black.
you.
They'll fight
What,
you.
Those are
Yeah.
extremists.
why do
Just
they
like
get so
feminism. Just like
triggered
feminism.
when
There are
Right.
there
what
are
do they get so
balanced
triggered when
feminism.
somebody
Yeah.
says all lives
Or the
matter?
vegan extremes.
Oh yeah,
Because
with
it
all lives matter.
discredits
But see,
it
it does
discredits the
discredit.
black life.
It does.
Which
It really does. When someone says that, it is discrediting. It is.
because the
It
white
is?
people aren't going through the issue. If let's say like
Mm-hmm.
what my grandma got fucking shot and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, my
but
grandma got fucking shot, you'd be like, well,
what?
fucking 20 other people got shot yesterday. They matter too. Like,
But
yeah,
it
I get
affects
that they
you
matter, but
directly.
my grandma is who I'm caring about. I love my grandma right now.
Yeah.
But like when you say all lives matter when a black person gets killed, like, yeah, all lives do matter, but
Yes.
Trayvon Martin just got fucking shot. Like,
He
can we
was
talk
black.
about him and all the other black people that are dying right now? Like,
So there's
white
so
people
many
are definitely
groups.
getting shot too, but
Yeah,
Yes.
and
black people are
Spanish
getting oppressed.
and like
Spanish.
people are dying
Everybody are. So
everywhere.
the
Like
BLM
when I think of
The
all life
BLM
matter, I think about
movement-
like my grandma passing away. And shit.
Trixie.
Like I think about
Bunch of
everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
So
that's
like when
why.
you
Get
say
in here,
BLM
girl.
matters, when
Don't you hide.
BLM, when they say all life matters,
Trixie,
that
come
is
in.
so disrespectful to
Okay,
the
are you
BLM
here?
group because that is something that affects
Come
them
in.
directly. So they've contributed their
There
group
you
Yeah.
to
go.
Black
You
Lives.
can talk about your world's chick. Come
Okay,
on.
they
The podcast
you
goes
know
into
you,
YouTube.
I don't think anybody disagrees that all lives matter.
Mute.
It's
No,
just
no.
the topic
extremists,
that like
and there
we're
are
talking about a
extremists.
black person that died. We said Black Lives Matter, and then you had to say, you know what? But fuck you. We're not gonna point out black people. We're gonna talk about all
Schlick.
people.
Hey,
Like,
Schlick, can I pause the podcast real fast? I promised my friend I would
Yeah.
do this. Hi, Juan from California. I hope you and Julius are doing well. Shout out to my best friends in Cali. I love you, babies. Thank you for watching the 1VERSE podcast.
Hey,
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
continue, Slake.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just.
back to
I
what Rose
agree, for
said,
sure.
like there's extremists in every group. So like with
Right.
feminism, there can be realist feminism like me because it affects me directly. I'm not out here saying all men are horrible, disgusting creatures, which a lot of them are, by the way. Just kidding, just kidding, just
Well,
kidding,
it's
All right,
true.
just
guys.
kidding.
Well, I have dinner being
I'm over here like,
made.
it's
You guys
true,
can
it's
continue
true.
though. We're gonna keep live
Okay.
streaming. I'll see you guys soon if you're not done. I love you all.
Okay.
Okay.
Love
So,
you.
you know, so there are extremists in any group. There's any
Damn, he just threw his
extremists.
Oculus down.
He does.
For real.
Look at him.
Oh my god.
Slant!
Really,
Slant! Turn your shit off. Thanks, buddy.
Shit is,
Nope. Nope.
Shit is funny as
No.
hell.
Wait, listen. I bet you can hear him. Hey, Slick. Oh my God. I've laid my headset down and screamed at my kids before. I'm like, go to
Oh my
bed. It
That's
was
so funny.
horrible.
You're funny.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is like the way right now, what we're doing, having these conversations like respectfully to each other and having
Mhm.
understanding is gonna really kind of grow
Right.
this community a lot better.
It
You know,
broadens
that
your
there's no-
horizons. Didn't.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
But there's
Uh-huh.
just, I mean, you come across a lot of people that aren't going to have the same respect. So what I've learned, I am older and I've done activism work for probably the past 20 years, is, you
Wow.
know, you're always going to disagree with people and
Right.
everybody has their opinion. And I don't want you to convince me to be your side. I'm not going
Right.
to convince you to come to my side, but we can talk about our sides and educate
Right.
each other to come on a mutual standing. And that's
Yeah,
where
and I think that's
becomes
important.
becomes really harsh, and then people lose friendships and
Yeah.
people lose the mediocrity between each other, and it becomes a fight, and I never want to do that. So I just walk away most of the time unless it's directly affecting me, which is protesting. So protesting is a very, very, very important thing when it comes to the things that you believe in most. That is a show of your that is the showcase of your belief system with other people that believe in what you believe in, right?
Right.
It's an outcry of acceptance and things that you need respectfully within each other. Now you're going to have the people who are on the outside doing what they got to do. Ignore those people. Let them do them, right? We're
Right.
going to do us. And this is what protesting becomes very important. It's not we're not out here, I feel like, well, my mindset is when I protest is because, like he said, it affects me directly. Yes, I'm a feminist, but that's because things have affected me as a woman.
Right.
So I'm going to
Gotcha.
protest as a woman. Doesn't mean I hate you because you're a man. Doesn't mean I'm ostracizing these people because they're
Right.
different or opposing what I am saying. But it
Mhm.
just affects me. So that's when protests and outreach is a large portion of how you can educate other people respectfully. Being a Native American woman who is an LGBTQA plus community, and being a woman in general, really gives me three things that I can respectfully educate somebody on and learn from.
Right.
Respectfully.
Mhm.
So that's really hard. And we have these boundaries of skin color and sexual orientation, and if you're a boy or you're a girl or you're whatever you are, you know, in my mindset, I see people for people. I am pansexual, so I don't see people's, you know, sexual orientation or who they identify as. I just see
Mhm.
people for good people. And
Yeah.
that's really
Gotcha.
That's
hard.
dope.
And I don't
That's cool.
expect that from other people. That's my thing, is I don't expect everybody to be on my same page. I
For
respect that
sure.
you're not.
Absolutely.
And most people
Right.
do not respect that. So
Exactly.
that's where it
And
gets hard.
I'm in my spiritual journey, so I
Mm-hmm.
feel like,
and
yeah.
and
hmm Go ahead.
and just to switch up the gears, I just wanted to switch up the gears just for the people watching live stream. You know, I wanted to get this on the table before I got off. It's like, are you guys gonna watch the whole Meta Connect next month, or what do you guys
I
think
will
about
be
the
at
whole
work
new Oculus?
suffering.
I will be watching
I'll
Meta
be at
Connect.
work.
You gotta-
Neoverse, if you want to get back here after Meta Connect, we can talk about it if you want to.
yeah, like next. I
Meta
know.
Connect.
I don't
Wait,
think I
why? Oh,
heard
hold
about
on,
it.
pause. Sheila, Rose, do you not know what MetaConnect is?
I haven't
I
heard of it.
sort of.
Oh
I've been
my
disconnected. No,
goodness.
I've been
Nah.
disconnected from Meta right
Okay,
now.
I
I
got put
love this
on.
thing. So,
Go ahead,
everybody, all the followers
ahead.
and my little nerd geeky friends, all my friends
Hey,
watching,
let's go.
MetaConnect is the beautiful thing Mark Zuckerberg holds, kind of like a keynote, kind of like what Apple would do launching a new product. But we're gonna get
Mhm.
the new Oculus in October.
Come in.
Oh yes, then yeah,
Mhm.
The
I've heard
new
it.
So that's going to
Oculus.
be a
Mhm.
discussion.
Cambria.
The Meta Connect will open all that up and new things that they're
Yeah.
going to be doing and future things that they're working on, so you can actually like have expectations of things that are going to happen
Nice.
in the future. In the
Okay.
In the
future
future.
with the
Yeah.
metaverse. So
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
I love
excited
Meta
as hell for
Connect.
that shit. Are you guys getting the Cambria? Who's getting it? Who's not getting it?
Well,
Who's
duh,
I'm
getting
gonna
it?
I'm getting
wait.
it.
I'm.
I'm
You
gonna
get it?
wait. I always wait. Even
Uh,
when Apple comes out
You
with a
gonna
new
wait?
phone, I wait. I wait at least
Okay,
a month.
okay.
I'll
All right, so
probably
you're
wait too.
waiting, you're getting it. What about y'all too? Are you getting it or not getting it?
It depends on
Uh,
if you got the damn
Perhaps
money.
I
That shit's
will.
expensive.
Yeah. Exactly. What
What
she
am I gonna
said.
do with
There you
this
go.
thing? I just
What
spent
she said.
$500 on this.
Exactly. What she
Damn.
said.
Yeah, the other one, the
If it
specs
fits
on
in
the
my
Cambria is
budget.
gonna be insane. I think that's when we're gonna
Mhm.
get the whole avatar upgrades, and we're gonna
What
go
about you,
get what
Neo?
is
Are
it
you
like
gonna
face
get it as soon
recognition?
as it comes out?
That's
Oh,
gonna be fun.
1,000%. I have to get it immediately. I
I
have to get it
know.
even
I
before.
want to get it, but it's like I always want to hold off in case there's something with it. You know, you don't want to be locked down on that thing and spend. It's gonna be expensive.
yeah.
You're
See,
looking
that's the
at
thing. The
$1,000.
price. The price has been tossed everywhere. People have said 800, 700, 1,500, 1,200, 1,000. This is the first time I hear that. Like, I want to know what it is. Like, does anybody here know what the actual
Probably know.
retail price is
We'll
going to
probably
be?
know
Probably
next
nobody's
month.
gonna know until it comes out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I heard
Fuck.
1,400, 500. Yeah, that's what I heard.
She.
Who knows?
It's like, gee, Lord.
all I
Like,
know
so the
is,
only thing is,
all
if
I
you're gonna
know
do that,
is, if you roll your eyes at me, Lord forbid, I will roll my eyes right back, and you're just gonna regret being in the same instance as me.
So
Yeah,
my
that's
my
gonna be
Oh
crazy.
question is,
my
You're
God.
then
gonna
when
be able
when
to
we
pick
go
that
to
up.
that, is if you have the Oculus 2 and somebody has the new one, what are we gonna see?
You're
That's
probably
what I
gonna
right.
see the new. You're probably gonna see the new facial tracking features that Cambria is providing, versus if you were
It's
on
Mhm.
gonna be
regular
such a
plans.
mix of like the Cambria people and the Oculus 2 people. It's gonna be crazy. I'm
I
telling you.
know.
Probably, yeah. It's gonna be
People are gonna
Yeah,
feel
and
noticeable.
like
like,
very
are they going to
FOMO.
give us more
Watch.
capacity? Are they going to give us more things to do with the camera? Are we going to, have bigger worlds? Are we going to, and that's
Right.
what those discussions do. And so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I want to. I
Heck
want to
yeah.
definitely know what's next. What's
Mhm.
new? What's coming?
I like innovation. I'm so bored. I'm one of
I'm
those
going to
people
say
who
it's about time
I
for them
sit.
to come up with something.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like, I sit back, and yeah, I know some of y'all not shaming Apple because, like I said, I have an iPhone, but really, guys, the iPhone 14, there's no difference from the 13 Pro Max. I know there's some specs and some differences, but at the end of the day, I'm all about innovation and setting the tone and setting the bar to a high standard. And I
Right,
love
right.
Apple, I love Meta, I love everything technology, but it's like when you literally literally, I am emphasizing and being dramatic about this. When you have literally everything at your fingertips and you push back your creative level, it bugs me. It really bugs me.
Same thing for me, honestly. I hate that. Because, like, when you think about it, like, we're only here momentarily, right? Why not push it as much as we can and not just
Exactly.
take these little crumbs little by little? Here's a little crumb there. Here's a little crumb
Are you
there.
familiar
Like,
with
no.
CES?
It's like,
Neo?
no, bro. Yeah, heck yeah, 100%. I always
So,
watch it
if
every
you all
year.
don't know what CES is, it's a convention that they hold every year. They have one in Miami, Las Vegas, California, and I forgot
York?
where the
London?
New York. Yes, New York. Yes. And what they do is they take brands like Sony and they do concepts, but 99% of those concepts end up being tangible items. But like I said, my biggest pet peeve, like I stretched this about, I talked to you, Super, and Rhonda about this. Why have all these concept cars and hype all these concepts for the future? And you say, oh, it's going to be released this and such year, and we're close to that year, but you still haven't rolled it out slowly for a tangible product. It's like you have the
Right,
technology, you're doing these concepts, you're showing us that you can do these type of neon glow in the dark tires and stuff,
right.
but but why you being dumb? Like, come on now. Not to be
I
rude,
remember-
respectfully.
Literally, I remember in CES when they started showcasing like TVs and phones that were bendable.
Yes,
Right?
and guess
I was
who
like,
developed
"Oh,
that
that's
tangible?
gonna be
And
so
guess who made it
cool."
tangible?
Was it
Samsung.
LG? Samsung,
LG,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. But look how long they took though. Like I saw that back in 2013 or 14
It
that
was-
they were showcasing
Wow.
that
It was
technology of like
2012
folding.
actually. Oh god.
Well,
It was
close.
2012.
Missed a few
Close.
years.
That's a long time though. But that's since that time, that's when that foldable screens. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see like phones or smartphones or tablets or computers or screens gonna be like foldable. We could do everything with that shit. Whatever your imagination goes with, you could create with it. But then years later,
yes, it
only
did. But
Samsung
yes,
is the one
it did,
doing it.
Neo. It did take time. I give them that. It did take time. It does take everything takes time. But the thing is like, if they already made it a concept, it shouldn't have taken that long of a time. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because they did, like I said, they debuted it in like 2012, 2013. It is now 2022. That could have been within 2015, 16, 17. You know,
Right, right.
if there was some wiggle room that, you know, why gap it so far? Like, and that's why people and brands need a little, you know, push
I
of
think the
creative.
gap is so far, Jay,
They
is because
definitely
it
do.
gives
We need a
the,
major push.
It gives so in like in political science and stuff, when they have like big announcements to make, they want to have the anticipation so high. So if they're going back to back to back to back, that anticipation is not there. So the hype won't be as big. So if
But
you're
y-
going back to back to back to back with innovation, the hype is gonna fizzle. That's in
Not
any marketing
actu-
tactic. Yes.
But actually, I'm gonna disagree respectfully, love,
No,
because if you
that's why you
keep pushing,
bring marketing
but,
in.
but here's the thing: if you keep pushing your boundaries and innovating each time, there's always
Yes.
gonna be a new aspect
Yes.
and an element to look forward
Yes.
to. So, like I
Yes.
said, for the iPhone 13 Pro Max, for example, we were so hyped about that, but then it didn't change from the 12 and 11. All we did
Right,
was get a
right.
bigger screen and a different OLED, you know, touchscreen, and they took away the
Dynamic
Retina
island.
sensor. Exactly. So here's the thing: if you're gonna sit here and say that innovation is gonna die down their market, it's really gonna push them to do better even further. But yet there are gonna be some limitations with prototyping and technology stuff behind
But
it.
who
but it's
is-
not gonna.
who's
But it's
competing
but,
with the
D,
Apple?
but here's the thing, love. But here's the thing: it's not gonna make people bored of that company if they keep changing the design,
No,
if
no,
they
no,
keep
no.
changing the shape. You have to push yourself and actually show your team that you can do this as a company, not sticking to one design for so many years and then all of a sudden they rebrand the whole interface type of shit, you know?
Yeah, but who competes with Apple?
Microsoft,
Honestly.
Google
No.
Pixel, OnePlus, girl,
I have
Neo,
only
back
met
me
one
up on this.
person.
Neo, back
soon,
me up
and
on
soon
this.
soon to be Tesla as well. They're gonna jump in
Thank
the game.
you.
No, I know
in the phone
Tesla
game.
is. I know Tesla
And
is.
they're
but
gonna push the
do you think that
boundaries.
Apple is holding off and waiting for their big invention for Tesla to come
Always
out?
they've been holding on
Absolutely.
since Steve Jobs left this since Steve Jobs left. That's been
Oh, they're
holding on since then.
waiting. They're waiting for
Yeah,
someone
but they've been
like
holding
Tesla.
on since
Samsung,
Steve Jobs is
Microsoft.
gone.
I've met maybe one person with a Samsung phone, and I meet a lot of people. It might be a competitor, but I've only met maybe 2-3 people with Android. Get out of here. Nobody competes with Apple. Sorry. Unless Tesla comes out. I'm going to tell you right now, they've got insiders. They got all kinds of stuff. When it comes to Tesla, Tesla's going to come out with some
Yeah, and they're
fire-ass
gonna push
shit.
the boundaries every
They're
time, and
gonna
that's what
push
we
it.
want. That's what we need.
And then that's when Apple's gonna
We don't
put
need crumbs
out
anymore.
what they've
Fuck
been
crumbs.
hiding. I promise
Literally,
you.
literally. And if you really look at Tesla, back to the innovation thing, each of their models, correct me if I'm wrong, Neil, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, each of their models has a different innovation interface. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
vehicles.
Because if
Oh yeah.
The vehicles, yes, because if you look at the Model X, one of the grill, I think it's the front of the grill, is more rounded than the Y. And then if you go
Right.
inside the car, you have, yes, you're going to get pleather or leather seating, but then the screen is different as well. And versus
I mean,
the,
it's not even
the Platinum
design. It's
Edition.
technology. It's technology. You could spend an extra
Exactly.
$10,000 to get a certain software put in your Tesla, which I'm looking at
The
getting
autopilot.
a Tesla. I've been researching for the past 6 months on Tesla.
Talking about the autopilot.
The
Yes.
autopilot. So now you can drive anywhere pretty much in autopilot. Well, then you can get vehicles where you can call
It'll
your Tesla
park
to
for
your front
you, it'll
door.
pick you up.
Can, yeah, that picks you up. So there's
Summon.
different models of different vehicles, but Tesla pushes the limits, and they're the ones that are
And that's what I
pushing-
love.
And
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
every
talking about
company
as well.
needs.
That's what we need.
That
Literally.
is
That's
what we need.
Guys.
Because why do you think I asked? Who competes with Apple? Samsung? No. Microsoft? No. Nobody.
But you know,
competes with
I'll tell you
Apple.
this. I'll tell you this. The only reason people like Apple is because of their software, not really because of the technology.
It's user-friendly.
It's because of
It's
it's
user-friendly,
user-friendly. It's
absolutely.
easy. That's why. But if
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't for
But
that, nobody
you've
would fuck
got
with Apple
people
because
that
their
are
the creativity
not-
isn't there.
Yeah, but you got to understand, you've got most people who are not as tech savvy as you think, right? If my generation, your generation, yours, they're not studying this shit. They just want to get it. They want to use it. They want to do it quickly. They don't want to sit down and have to learn shit. Of course, it's going to be as big as it is because it is user friendly. Same with the Tesla. Go into a Tesla, not knowing technology like you do, you will be able to drive that vehicle. It is so user friendly, but they push the limits, and even the legal limits of vehicles.
No, that's right.
They push the
I know,
legal
that's
limits.
right.
They're like, what are you gonna do about it? You can't. There's nothing in here written in these laws. So that's why Tesla has the name that they do. So if they start coming out with technology, handheld technology, you're gonna bet your ass that
Oh,
Apple
they have
is
something
going
really
to-
cool actually coming out that I'm excited for. I can't wait for that. Their robot. Their
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
they're
home
cute.
robot?
Yes.
Yeah, the home robot.
Yo,
Oh, that little motherfucker's gonna run your whole house.
little. That dude is your height. What are you talking?
Well,
What is it? 4
but
feet
they
tall or
have
something?
the small
Like,
one. They have the one that it's like about this big, and everything in your home is in that robot. It is insane.
I've seen the one that
Insane.
is like human size. That's the one
As
that
long
they're
as
gonna
whatever
release.
you have compatible is Bluetooth compatible, that little dude's gonna run your whole home. So I mean, that's what you're looking forward to. So if Tesla comes out with a phone,
Yeah, that's.
can you
futuristic stuff
imagine the
right there.
shit they're going to be spitting out where they're going to test the limits? And that is Apple's competition, not Samsung, not Microsoft. I can, whatever y'all want to say, but I've maybe met 2-3 people that actually have a Samsung phone ever in my life. Get at. Yeah. When
Mm.
Tesla
So-
comes out, that's a different
So,
story.
Neo, I have a comment. My friend is still watching live.
Okay.
And he says that Tesla is somewhat of a fake futurism. Do you think that in a way? Or do you think that Tesla has a realistic futuristic goal for their end results in the company?
What do you mean by fake futurism? Like if they're a futuristic company or not? Is that what
Yes.
he means?
The
Yes.
shit that they put out is real.
I-
We're using it right now.
No, I say
Yes.
definitely. I'll say definitely they are futuristic because Tesla is also SpaceX, and look at what they're doing with their rockets. Like the rockets
God,
go
I
out of
cannot thumbs
space.
up that enough.
Like rockets go out of space, and they'll come back and land by themselves with AI technology. Do you know how big that is compared to what rockets used to be? They'll send a rocket up in the air and they'll just dump that shit in the water, and it'll just be a debris
Oh
in
yeah, and it'll
space
be up
flying
there
around.
forever,
It's
forever
just
and ever.
It's just wasted billions of dollars, just wasted billions. But now they found a technology in a way where they could send these rockets and it comes back and it lands by itself.
Just like a car.
And now you
Just like
save
the
billions of
car.
dollars, meaning you can invest more to further the technology.
Tesla was
by
the innovator
sending out-
of electric vehicles that will sustain fuel deficiency.
So,
So
yeah,
how can you say
my
it is
answer
a
to-
unrealistic space? Whatever he said, there's no way.
So yeah,
They're the
they're
innovators.
futuristic. They're for sure. They're definitely innovators. And also Tesla
What
is
other
also a
electric
boring
vehicle?
company.
If you think electric vehicle, who do you think of? Anybody besides Tesla?
Tesla.
I think Lexus.
No.
I think
Lexus.
yes, they have
Nobody
electric.
thinks like
They-
they do, but do you think like
It's the feature, honey. It's the feature.
but I'm saying
Yeah, but
for
also, like,
general
I was gonna say-
public.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tesla is also the boring company. Look at what they're doing with that technology, with that innovation. You know. Also, Starlink. Look at Starlink. That's all. They're all tied in together. It's crazy. Elon is part of all that crazy shit.
I will forever be a Tesla innovator. Like I will push that shit all day long. That dude is crazy. Everybody's like Steve Jobs, Apple. Apple doesn't have a vehicle.
God damn. God damn it.
I mean, phone is a phone.
Let
A
me
phone's a
see.
phone. But I'm talking about real world like innovation, not just phones.
Shout out
I think
to
a Tesla.
shout out to Hardy West, by the way. Shout out to Hardy West for that positive
Hey,
vibes. I think you must be watching.
Hardy.
Literally,
I'm on the
you
live
just sent me a
too
little
on my
positive
phone.
vibes.
I'm just talking about as a realist, as people who are not in this capacity of technology or study it or anything. Like the consumerism of normalcy of like people that are not in the tech world. I mean, that's what they think of. That's what they're gonna see. That's what's gonna be pushed.
Right.
There's not as many people as you think that are as tech savvy as Jay or 1VERSE. You know, they just don't study it like that.
Right.
It's whatever
That's
the
true.
media is pushing to them is what they're going to take. And Tesla's what's being pushed. Unfortunately.
For
Not
sure.
unfortunately, because Tesla is really doing innovative work for the technology world.
They really are. Teaming up with T-Mobile, no? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Starlink
Yeah.
and T-Mobile.
Starlink.
That's crazy.
Mm.
I
Isn't
find
that
that
crazy? So now Apple,
find
I'm
that
going to tell
crazy.
you, Apple released the 14 because technically they had to. They have a reputation of releasing so many times. But I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as Tesla and Starlink or T-Mobile announce their stuff, Apple's going to pull everything they have out of their butts. And Jay was right about the 14. Like it really doesn't have a lot of different features. It's got a bigger It's a 42 or 48 Jay megapixel.
It's
camera.
48 megapixel.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, back to what you and Neo were saying earlier about like the whole economy. It's a status. Because you have
Yeah.
to use
Apple's a
iPhone, it's a
status.
status.
It is a status. It is a status, 110%. I was going to get
Somebody
the
else is
14,
in
but I'm
here.
going to keep my 13 Pro Max because after me talking
Right.
to Jay kind of put it in my brain. She's like, "Look, compare it. And I did.
Literally
I mean,
compare
there
it. And
was-
that's what, and here's the smart thing. I'm going to tell you guys how to save money actually and still keep your Apple status. I wait about I kid you not. I also told Neil this too. I wait 3 years for the newest iPhone. So right now, since the 14's out, I'm going to wait until 17's out. And then I will upgrade. then
I
I'll
get that.
upgrade.
Yeah, I
Because
wait till my
not
phone.
only,
Listen,
but
I
not
wait.
My phone
only,
starts
but here's
bugging
the thing.
out.
But here's the thing. But not
Wait, did you
only
say
will that say,
17?
you know, boy, you know where I'm going with this. But here's the thing: not only will you save money, but if you're a T-Mobile, Magenta, hey, shout out
Come
to
in, bro.
T-Mobile, you get more perks if you get the latest
Yeah, you
iPhone and
do.
you wait and all this other good
Yeah.
stuff. And
It's
it's
true.
Yeah,
really
because if
cute.
you're
It's a
on
cute bill.
Verizon or AT&T, it's just like,
You
Which
know,
I mean,
they're gonna
I
screw
got
you
a thing
over.
from Verizon
just
that
pay more
said, "Hey, I'll
bills.
give you the 14 and I'll pay off your 13."
Oh, I saw
You
that.
know,
I saw
because
that.
we'll pay you off and you can keep your 13 and do whatever you can
Right.
sell it, do whatever the fuck you want to with it, as long as you get the 14 Pro Max.
But
Yeah,
here's
And
the
I'm
thing:
like,
what T-Mobile. But here's the thing: what T-Mobile does. Not they kind of do that, but they say, "Hey, we'll pay off your actual phone. We'll put that towards the amount rest, depending on your
credit
T-Mobile
line or
thing.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Not well, they
Mhm.
took out the credit line actually. They took that
Oh, we
out.
did.
So it's based on if you're a Magenta member or not. So they're gonna pay. So let's say I have the 13 Pro Max right now, right? Let's say I want
Yeah.
the 14. So what they're gonna do is the remaining balance I have on my 13, they're gonna put towards my 14. I pay
yeah.
the other half for my 14. They take
Do you have
back
to
my
mail
13.
in the 13?
No, you don't have to mail it in. You can either mail it in or go into the physical T-Mobile store. And then what they do is your bill will stay the same, depending if you're a Magenta member or not. And I
What?
am.
See,
Yes.
with
I am not a
Verizon,
Magenta
they said
member.
that, or
Girl,
with,
you have to look into
Verizon,
it.
How
they'll
can you
pay
be
it
a
off and
Magenta
you can
member?
keep your phone.
So how
but
you can
still
be a
have to pay
Magenta
full
member
price.
is on there's different factors. It's either how I started off. I started off with my mom, first of all, because that's mama, and I used to live with her and all that stuff, and her credit was good. So then when I moved out and separated, they still wanted me as a client and as a customer, and I'm like, well, this is the situation, and I told them the truth, like I really want to be with you guys. So I not only got on an unlimited plan, but I pay a little extra $10, which is my automatic renewal fee on my bill. So they put that towards my Magenta plan. There's perks to
Okay.
this. You have to really ask and get to know who's selling it, because a lot of people won't mention it to you if you're face to face, because they just want the commission. You know how T-Mobile is. They're like a used car salesman. Any person is. They just want they just want the money. But at the end of the day, if they don't know what they're talking about, don't go with that person that's working there. You go with someone who's very knowledgeable.
Wait, she
Right,
did?
right.
The world refreshed. She'll be back.
So
So, wait,
Magenta's
so-
what? Magenta's the Wi-Fi or what?
So it goes a regular plan, which is they're all month to month basis, but one has like 4 LG
Come in, bro.
LTEs,
Come in.
whatever signals it is. And then there's Magenta, where you get unlimited plus Netflix, 10% discounts on travel and Hulu Plus. And then there's Magenta
Well,
Plus,
hello.
and then there's Magenta Military, Veteran.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. I didn't even look
Girl,
into that.
it's all on their
So,
website.
guys-
Just use your
What?
resource. It's all right there.
Oh my
they
God.
literally
Just
have
open your
Magenta for
eyeballs
military.
and look and research. That's all you
Shut
gotta
up,
do.
Neo.
This little
Like real
fucker.
talk.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
alone.
Just gotta pay
Right.
attention.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. I've been paying
You
my bill,
literally
and
could
I'm
be
like
saving so much money on your bill right now, girl.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that shit needs to. I
Mhm.
definitely need to save because fuck.
Shut up, Neo. You're
Right,
probably
Neil's always
Verizon
thinking of my
anyway with your
ass.
high ass bill, $400 a bill.
Hell no. I actually have my bill. Actually, they pay for my phone. I managed to do some. Literally. No, like, so I have Sprint, but you know how Sprint merged with T-Mobile. Somehow, I don't know how this happened, but I have the iPhone 12 Pro. At the time when I made the switch, you know how like you could do that little monthly finance plan, you like
Yeah.
trade in, but they use that as a down payment, and then it brings down your cost monthly.
Yeah.
Somehow, they have this special deal where if I upgraded to that phone and also traded, they will pay a certain amount, but because my phone would overcovered the value, somehow they're
Mhm.
paying me more for the phone, the brand new phone.
Look
So
at
that's
your
going
ass
towards
over
my
here.
bill.
Uneven.
Right.
Great.
I'm dead as hell. Neo, I can't stand
Well, nah, but I think I'm honestly, I think I'm gonna wrap up this live. But if you guys want to stay here and continue the live, you can, because the live will stay here and we'll keep going. It's on YouTube, everybody. Remember, follow One Verse. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it.
Follow Pura
One
Vida
Verse. It's
podcast
live on
YouTube.
YouTube right now. This is the camera. Actually, but before we wrap it up, do you want to say anything, Jay, to the viewers? And same Sheila, same Rose, but let's start off with Jay. Go ahead. Want to say anything to the
I'm
camera?
gonna start off with my
Wanna
handle.
plug in?
You can follow me at JVanityUpton Upton VR on Facebook. You can follow me at JVanityUpton Upton on IG. You can follow D19854 on IG_VR.
Hey.
Shout out to 1VERSE podcast. Shout out to Pura Vida. These are phenomenal people within the Latina community that just have a big voice in here. And you guys just need to know how to work your way around the metaverse. Respect each other, be kind, and just be your own. You be your own boss.
Exactly.
Hey. Oh, I guess you guys can keep
Back
going because he's here. He can continue it. He can continue it.
Moment. What up, yo?
But guys, make sure you guys follow Jay Vanity. Hey.
Hey. Not your mom's time, not your dog's time. My time.
Anything y'all want to say to the camera? Go ahead, say it live.
I don't have nothing to say actually right now.
Make sure
Your
to be
handles,
mindful
your
of
IG
time.
handles. Come on.
You know what? Yeah,
Pura
IG
Vida,
Sheila's
what's going
VR
on?
_ Pura Vida Podcast 22. Follow us on IG, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok.
But let them know. Like, what is it? Y'all do a podcast? What do they got to follow for that podcast y'all do?
1VERSE podcast.
Well, we just basically sit down and talk with people. It's very like we just like with anybody. It's not
Just
just like
chill.
I'm gonna sit down with like only the Latino community. I actually want to get to know
Right.
everybody in the community. You know,
Mhm.
Exactly.
I am a Latina American, so it's like I'm first generation.
Hi,
I want to
Diva.
learn. I want to, get all the knowledge
Been a
from
long
like
time.
like whatever I can get,
Diva.
because like that's why I'm like whatever since I've been here in Horizon, I feel like I have opened my eyes to a lot. So I'm still learning, and
Facts.
I love it. You know,
Mhm.
even though
Mhm.
sometimes it's a little draining here and there, even in my real life. And so just I'm saying, like, be mindful, make sure to rest, make sure to take care of yourself, your mental, and yeah, follow us in Pura Vida, because Pura
You
Vida
already
means
know.
pure life, simple life, and just live the way you want it to live.
Pero que viva la raza.
Hey,
Facts.
Whatever he said.
Dice que viva la raza. Pero
Living la
que viva la.
Dime qué es lo que. ¿Cómo
que
estamos
lo que
aquí?
tú quieres.
Hey, look at
Guessing.
you.
Eric,
I'm so tired. I'm about to fall asleep.
is that you?
Uh,
Wolfie,
Oh, no.
Eric?
And
Not on
shout
the
out Hardy
podcast.
West.
Hey.
Gotcha.
He's in the background.
Hey, Hardy
Hardy
West,
West.
what's up, bro? He brought his
Hardy
clone. He
West.
brought his drum.
He
I
did
think
brought
he's
his
live streaming on
phone.
Instagram.
Enemy,
I think he's live
bro.
streaming on Instagram.
He is live streaming on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's live streaming on Instagram.
Nice.
Where is he at, though? Where is he? Damn, I was literally about to dip out.
He's that guy.
We're
Hey,
staying
welcome
here.
back, Schlig. Welcome back.
How was
I
your
told her,
food?
bitch, I'm him. Quit playing. We made sushi.
Oh,
And we just got canceled for that shit.
No, that's a good ass song. I be jamming that shit all the time. But
Yeah,
yeah,
watch
we
out.
made
Sony's about to
sushi.
report that song just
I
because
didn't
you're singing
make
it.
sushi. My wife made
Right, take your
sushi,
catalog and
it was-
everything.
It was
Literally.
amazing.
was it raw sushi or cooked sushi?
Girl, that's all you can do is have raw sushi. What's wrong with you?
So
Why would you cook
I
we
your
did
didn't-
not
sushi?
have
I like some deep fried
We did not have
sushi
cooked
though.
Yeah,
fried
deep
sushi.
Get
is
out of my
bomb.
face,
Fried
Neo.
sushi.
Rose
You guys
Neo,
ever
exit
tried
to the left.
vegan-
Exit to the
vegan
left.
sushi?
The door is to the left. You do
Have you
not
guys ever
fry,
tried-
cook, bake, saute
Fried
your sushi.
sushi.
You eat your
You don't like
sushi
it
raw.
Fried-
Who put it in the menu? I was like, all right, deep
Fried
fried. Okay,
sushi.
cool.
No, I have to have my
Mm.
sushi
So-
cooked. I can't.
Yeah.
I like that
No,
amazing
You don't
sushi.
cook
Amazing
the sushi.
rolls.
You cook
Amazing
the
rolls,
ingredients
fried sushi.
inside the sushi.
Oh, those are good.
Okay, so like tempura, you put inside the sushi, but nobody like cooks the sushi. You eat rice that's cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No, it's
yeah,
actually
so they-
warm. No, it's actually
Oh,
warm.
the
Rose,
but the
Sheila, and
ingredients
Neoverse,
inside the
exit
sushi-
left, please. Thank
the
you.
ingredients
Try that
Vegan
fucking sushi and I eat
sushi.
it.
Beyond
with your
Sushi's the
sushi.
shit.
With your cooked
Beyond
sushi.
sushi, what the hell? That shit.
Beyond Sushi. Beyond Sushi. There's a spot in New
Beyond
York.
Meat.
Well,
Okay,
they-
no, I'm good.
Research
No, it's not Beyond
Meat.
Meat.
I'm not
That
even
shit's
It's
gonna,
not
so
Beyond
I'm not
Meat.
even
bad
gonna lie,
for you.
bro. I have never even
It's not
had
Beyond
sushi.
Meat.
I just don't even fuck with it. I'm not even gonna lie.
You
Wow,
can exit
you're
left,
missing
too,
out.
sir.
Right. It's a little easier to get here. The culture.
Bro,
is
you're
very
missing
Asian.
out.
Bro, I just
Um,
don't fuck with seafood. That's just the whole the point of me. I don't fuck with seafood.
Right.
Seafood,
seafood.
okay.
What you like
Sometimes
eating?
it's
No
scary to eat
lobster, no
seafood,
shrimps,
like-
Bro, I
no
ain't
It
gonna
is,
lie,
girl. I had
I'm
worm
I'm
in my-
American as fuck, bro.
I had
Like,
worm
you
in
put down a
my mouth
cheeseburger
one
in front of me, bro.
I'm
I'ma
not
eat
lying
that
from
shit.
eating
Put down pizza in
sushi.
front of me, I'ma
Raw,
eat that shit. You
bitch.
put down some
Raw.
spaghettis, I'ma eat that shit.
Yeah, something like
No seafood.
That's why I
bro.
don't
No
eat sushi
seafood,
like
bro.
that.
Like I'm very picky, bro. I'm very picky.
Yeah.
Why
had
you
to
don't
do
like
like a
seafood
detox.
though? What is it about the seafood that you don't like?
It's the taste, the texture, but I just don't like it. Like whenever I tried it before, but like every time I
Yeah.
eat that shit, like it just makes me like kind of like gag. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thought
yeah.
that really
I
fucks
just
you up
can't-
more than anything, too.
Bro, I feel it. I feel
That's how I
it
feel
because I
about
know
meat.
that I know that mine gives up a lot more easier than your whole body. I understand it
Mhm.
completely. But like I think because I had the mentality because like my mom she don't like seafood and stuff like that. Like my
Yeah,
sister she loves
exactly.
the fuck out of seafood, bro. She loves the fuck out of seafood. My sister, me personally, I cannot get jiggy with it. I just
There's
cannot. Do it.
motherfuckers that only eat buttered
Mhm.
noodles, bro. Like the
Don't come for my buttered
I'm
noodles.
butt-
Do not
bro,
come
you
for
know
me.
how many kids are like,
Do
I
not.
only eat buttered
Uh-uh.
noodles.
Do
There's
not come for my
so
buttered
many
noodles.
Kids today, I call them one thing: buttered noodle bitches. That's the only thing they eat.
Butter,
Butter noodle bitches.
Butter
you know,
noodles?
they-
So it's just
Me
butter
Right.
on
personally,
noodles?
I wouldn't take that.
bitches.
So wait,
No,
you
I
put
like
butter in
I
noodles?
like buttered noodles too, but it's not the only thing I'll eat. That's what I'm saying. There's
I
some
like
kids that
garlic
only
noodles.
eat buttered
Garlic noodles is
noodles.
bomb.
I like garlic noodles.
Nah.
Garlic noodles is bomb. Who else is garlic
Bro,
noodles?
you say garlic noodles? He was talking about butter noodles, right? You said butter noodles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slick
but
said butter
just in
noodles,
general
and then
is
Rose said
decent.
garlic.
yeah.
And then I
That's two
said
different
crumpets.
Crumpets, yeah.
I can
And
get
then I
down
said
with
crumpets. Where
I
my
can get down
goddamn
with some
crumpets
Yeah,
at?
like crumpets.
I don't
Where
think I
goddamn
ever had
crumpets
it.
at?
Bro, them Red
Yeah, that's an
Lobster
insider.
fucking butter biscuits though. Oh,
Oh my dear Jesus.
golly.
Not the red lobster butter
Oh,
biscuit.
Jay's like,
You don't like
damn.
the biscuits from Red Lobster?
No.
They got the best biscuits.
I didn't say
Oh,
anything. I mean,
God.
they're
I don't
cute.
think
They go in my stomach, and then I order more, and then I leave after my
Talking
meal.
about
Red Lobster's
biscuits.
fire.
I'm talking about biscuits. Yo, I like KFC's biscuits. Their shit's good.
Them dry ass crusty.
They are dry and crusty. They are dry and crusty.
They
They
are
are
dry and
so dry and
crusty. That
crusty.
is jail biscuits at its
That-
finest, and I've
that's-
never been to
Yeah.
jail.
Popeyes.
I
Yeah.
would take a
That's
Popeye biscuit over a
100%.
KFC
Yeah,
biscuit.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, same.
Neo, get out of here.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna kick you out of your own podcast, Neo. You are tripping.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is
You know,
exactly the reaction I was
my
waiting
favorite
for.
biscuit-
Dry as fuck.
I think
Popeye
it was
biscuit be dry
church
as fuck.
chicken or
KFC's
something
Yeah,
like
got
that.
it.
What is wrong with
Popeye
you?
biscuits
Popeye is
essentially a
bomb.
suicide note.
No, I love Popeyes. Popeyes biscuits
Nah.
is dry as fuck though.
I
You
don't
eat
know
two
where-
Not all
biscuits
the
from
time.
Popeyes,
I don't know where you had your
dead on spot,
biscuits.
bro. You
I
dead on
just
spot.
smother it with honey.
No water,
Like,
dead on spot.
Try and eat that. Yeah,
Honey.
eat a biscuit with no water, bro. It's impossible.
Bro, you dead on spot, bro. Swear to God, bro. You
Oh
dead
my
on spot,
God.
bro. You eat
Jay,
two biscuits
I
from
think you could
Popeyes,
bet
you dead
somebody
on
Oh
spot.
my god, Neo, I'm about to run
100
through a
bucks to
window
eat
with
two
these two.
biscuits to fucking
Go ahead.
Over a
eat two
biscuit.
biscuits with no water.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Have you ever had
impossible.
church
Run through that window
chicken?
right there.
church
Churches.
chicken?
Yeah,
me see.
church
Let
chicken.
me see if
They
you
have
got
the
it.
best
Run through that.
biscuit.
Run through
It's
that.
like
I
honey
ain't playing with
biscuit.
you. I ain't playing with you.
Do I even have
All
a
I'm
church
saying is
Uh,
we should all agree that fast food is bad for us.
Oh no,
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
still eat it though because it's convenient. And
It
some
is
people,
convenient.
Fast food, bro.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest.
You
and
just
if,
wanna
you,
go
and
through
if
the
you're like me
drive-thru?
who
That
get
shit
off
is
work
cancer.
late and I don't want to cook for myself, there's McDonald's right there. There's Popeyes right there. Fuck KFC. But
No, no, no.
anyway,
So check this out. So check this out. That's the number one problem that we have here in America, bro. Like everything is just so fucking convenient for us, bro. Like
Mm.
And it's
100%.
bad for
So
you,
convenient
too.
for
No,
us.
the biggest problem that we
So
got is
convenient.
that everything in the U.S. is processed. That's the biggest problem that we
And
got.
I
Yeah.
Oh,
met,
no,
I
for
went to the
fact.
British
Yes.
pub
Which is all the
actually, and I
food.
talked to them. I actually
Yeah.
interviewed a few people from the British
Ooh.
pub about their McDonald's, and guys, the things
It's
that they
different.
told me, it's
Tell us the
different, and it
secret.
made me upset because they don't have the cherry pies that we have here.
Oh,
They
yeah,
have
they
something
have a whole
else, but it's
different
more
menu.
healthier. Their menu
Yeah.
is outrageous.
I
They
feel
have
like
coconut pies here in Hawaii.
Go to YouTube
Exactly,
and check out
and
the
I'm
and they
like,
have
mukbang.
purple
what
sweet
the
potato
hell?
pies too.
Yo,
I think
Jay,
even
check this
how
out.
they have it designed, like
One-
it's different. Sorry,
One
go ahead.
thing
They use
one
real
thing that
beef.
I've
That's what they
noticed,
do.
I'm international, right? So like my parents are from Honduras. We used to travel over there all the time, and like we have Pizza Hut, we got Burger King, we got McDonald's and shit like that. But the menus are completely different. The food is completely different. They taste a whole lot healthier. It's not as greasy as you think it is here in America. That should just be
Yeah.
so fucking different, bro. That should just taste
I heard
like
McDonald's
100%
in
different.
one country or state sells chicken wings.
That's dope.
Bro,
Wait,
it
what?
depending.
McDonald's
It's really
ramen
depending
here.
on where you're from. It's really depending from where you're from. Like, whatever country you visit to, like breakfast is gonna be 100% different. Like
Yeah.
whatever they used to, that's what they're gonna serve.
They sell spam and rice here in Hawaii too. At
Where?
McDonald's. Spam, rice. They sell Simon or ramen. They have sweet potato pies and coconut pies.
Oh my god.
What
Yeah,
the
that's
hell? I
fucking
bet you
lit.
they use that.
That's fucking lit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
lit.
sure they
That's
use
like a
like
whole
that
Wait,
natural
Thanksgiving
let me
ingredients.
get my
meal.
sandwich. Hold up. I need to go get my sandwich. I'm hungry now.
I'm done.
But I'm gonna be honest, I don't eat a lot of fast food.
I
My
cut
wife
back.
makes dinner for me every night almost.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's
shout
so
out
Yeah.
to
sweet.
shout out to
Almost.
Shout
Mrs.
out to my
Schlick.
wife. Mrs. Schlick
Shout out to
is
Schlick's wife.
the A1. She be cooking.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Is she in the meta?
She cooks.
Is she in the meta?
She don't like the meta. She had a bad first
Oh.
experience.
Aw.
Oh.
First time I brought
Hey,
her
bro,
in
my
here.
girl's the chef, and she's just.
Oh, you can go.
Go ahead, my bad. didn't
I
mean
said
to
first
interrupt
time she got in here, there was like 5 dudes that just surrounded her and was
Damn.
like just harassing her, and she was like, "I'm done. I'm not going back."
Oh my god, if I knew she was like somewhat in here, I could have invited you guys to Fashion Week. I bet she would have loved that though.
This is when I was in venues. This was like
Oh, ooh,
first
never
fucking
mind.
This is
Ooh,
like
that-
we didn't even-
Ooh,
nobody had access
venues?
yet.
What's
Yeah.
venues?
What is
Oh my
that?
God.
What is
is
that?
like-
We don't know what that is.
But,
Sorry.
yeah.
Like, let's try this thing. And ever since then, she's like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk to people. I talked to enough people already." And I was like, "Yeah, makes sense."
All right, so check this out.
Yeah,
My
I'm
girl,
sorry, that
she's the
was
chef, bro.
extreme.
She be making like whatever you want to eat, bro. She'll make it for you,
That's dope.
right? But she cannot get on. She cannot get on this VR. Like she gets a massive headache after like probably like an hour
Ooh.
of being on here.
Oh no.
An hour is tops that she can be on here. She gets a headache. She get mad headaches. She's like, "Fuck that! I can't do that." But she'll watch. She'll watch 100%. Like you feel me? Like she's down for that.
It's a
And
support
she'll
for me, I love
interact,
that.
but
For
she
real.
just cannot be. She cannot have the fucking headset on.
So
But
your
she'll-
wife be
she'll
cooking for you
opinionate-
and shit. What's your wife
What,
be cooking
nigga?
for you, or
Bro,
what's she
any-
be cooking for you, your girl?
Anything, bro. Anything.
What's like
You-
her
you talking about-
specialty?
Well, she's Dominican, so like she do a lot of con, like that. That's essentially like.
Hey,
Mm.
con.
So
Holla.
it's burnt rice, but like that's only like the burnt rice at the bottom. You feel me like that? Like the rice on top, like that shit goes.
Pegao,
You feel me? But
Talking about that
nah,
con.
pegao, that's Puerto Rican. That's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So
Wait, how do you
talking
pronounce
about
it?
that.
Like
How,
that.
how do you pronounce it?
I'm talking about that con.
Con. So there's two different
That's the
versions. Right?
bottom.
So for Dominican,
the
it's
hard-
con. For Puerto Rican, it's pegao.
It's called
So-
pegao.
I'm gonna
It's
butcher
essentially-
that
Pegao
so
means pegao is like stuck to the bottom, like
Yeah.
you know,
Do you
So-
use
pegao,
a
like
rice
stuck to
cooker?
the pan. Yeah,
No,
or the,
no, no,
or
You
you
use
the
a
she's
rice
not-
cooker?
No, hell no. She
Oh,
don't use
okay.
that shit.
I use
No,
a
no,
rice
no, no.
cooker.
No. She okay. So whenever she makes anything, it's always from 100% scratch. So like whenever she makes pasta, she makes the pasta from her own. So like
Nice.
it's a long process.
Ah, she's
It's a
a
long
chef.
process, but that's something that she does. Like, you feel me? Like she does that shit. She loves that
Damn,
shit.
you guys live in a farm?
Nah, we
Boy,
live in
that
Florida,
is not
bro.
what
Like,
he.
No,
Not what
I'm
he's
fucking
doing.
around. No.
Even though I got
Nah.
chickens, that's one thing I do got. I actually get fresh eggs every morning. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
he got
Hell
chickens.
yeah, bro.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You should get some chickens. They're pretty easy.
Bro, listen, the thing that really blew my mind, that blew my mind was whenever I went to my country, Honduras, and we had fresh milk from a cow. That
That's
bitch starts
cool.
off warm, and then we ferment it, and then we drink it, bro. I swear to God, bro, that shit just tastes 100% different than
You
from whatever
ferment
milk we
it.
get here.
How do you ferment
Yeah.
your shit?
Bro, they have a whole process. I personally cannot talk about the whole process because I'm from here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I go over to Honduras and like I learn whatever
That's
they
cool as
gotta
hell.
whatever they gotta do, but I can honestly like taste the difference. Like it
So-
just tastes 100%.
So,
like
fer-
they let
so,
fungus?
so here, so fermenting is
Yeah.
a whole, like you said, it's a whole process, and it's a scientist process, right? What they do is they separate the milk from the bacteria straight from the cow, and they have it sit in a keg, and they let it ferment overnight to weeks on end,
Hmm.
and then it's able to be tangible and drink. And there's
Do
some
they
more other
refrigerate that shit?
scientific stuff into it, huh?
He got
Do they
it,
refrigerate that shit?
or she got it.
Yeah, you refrigerate it, but then they also do a
Alright.
different cooling system than we would in America. They fast it, so then that's why our milk is not as good versus something local from Honduras.
I thought you just drank that shit straight from the udder. I just
You
thought
can't
just
because if you
Nah,
stick
nah,
no
you
because
can't, you can't.
that's you can, but it is dangerous because there's more
Yeah.
bacteria.
Oh, there's people here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trixie,
come
come in
in.
here.
Come, guys.
Especially
This is the
Vegas,
second
the
time you
turds.
come in and you get shot. Camera
Y'all
shot.
good, y'all good. Come in, come in,
Biggest
come in.
turtle, what's up? Welcome to the podcast, the number one podcast in the
Welcome,
metaverse.
welcome,
1VERSE.
welcome.
Hey,
What's
welcome,
up?
welcome,
Brr,
welcome.
let it be known, Neo. Bye,
All right,
Schlicks.
girl. Always
Bye.
looking cute with the outfits.
That's
I
a little
can't.
bit
I have to
better.
change because everyone's in the pink thing now. So I'm like,
Wait,
nope.
what?
I
I'm in
love
another
it.
pink
I
He
love
can't
it.
roll his
Wow.
R's.
No, it fits.
Brr.
Perfect.
Honest
Perfect.
name,
El
Neo.
diablo, que
It's
no
art.
puedo rolar la R.
Hey.
He said, "Rrrr."
I said,
Damn, now we follow each other? Dude, we've been following each other for
Vegas.
a minute.
It's Vegas Turtle with a dash. It's a new name.
Vegas dash.
Oh wait,
you
so you get
switched it.
locked out of the other account.
Oh.
For
you been,
yeah,
man?
arena
Somebody from
class.
the
Welcome to the
UK?
live stream,
Okay.
bro.
From the UK?
Trixie.
No,
No.
we
Welcome
met
to the
before,
live
by
stream
the
right
way.
there.
I'm from
Everybody
South Africa.
watching you on YouTube. Say what's up.
Oh, I remember.
Yes.
You
Oh,
definitely
hell
do.
yeah.
We had a party, yeah.
Right here, yeah.
It was like
How are
This is
you?
being live streamed. This is the camera.
Juniors. I'm good.
Is
Oh,
it?
I
Yeah,
already
that's on
have him as
YouTube.
a friend.
Yes, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah,
I
bro. If you go
remember we were
to
talking on the
1VERSE
cloud. It was like
on
a cloud.
YouTube,
Yeah.
You'll see the
Yeah,
live
I
I
stream.
think you were gonna
remember.
get on.
Oy.
Sweet.
Yeah, my friend and I came
I
here
saw
earlier and we
you
stood
guys on,
outside
like,
and
let
she
me
was
get
like, she
on.
can't go
I'm
in. There's
like-
too many people.
You're awesome.
Got a little camera
Oh,
shy.
yeah.
I'm
huh?
so happy you're here.
I know.
That's
Welcome,
funny.
Trixie.
Take a
Welcome
break.
to the live stream.
Oh,
say
somebody's
something, Ken?
making a phone call. I
Oh
wanna
wait,
hear
it's
it.
I did recording all this.
It's
Oh
me.
my
I'm
God.
trying to mute
So
myself.
tired.
Hey there.
Yeah, let's hear
My
it. Don't mute
back
it. No.
She's not
Come on,
gonna
say it.
answer.
Who are you
Magic
calling?
prank
That was
call.
her.
I'm calling D to see where she's at.
She was here
Hey,
earlier,
G,
wasn't she? I
if
did
you're
see her.
watching the
Yeah,
live
she
stream,
was.
she's
She
calling
was
you
here.
right now.
Yeah,
Where you at?
mhm.
Report yourself.
She's not gonna
Hello
answer.
there. Hello,
She
camera
probably fell
dude.
asleep.
I was just flexing.
Rude.
You're blocking the camera, dude.
I'm falling asleep.
Yeah,
Neo,
man.
do
no,
you
that is.
post
That's
it?
the
By
live stream.
myself.
Or is
Yeah,
this
it's
like-
on
And there was
YouTube.
nobody
Oh,
in
you
the
wanna sit
party
somewhere?
anymore.
It's on the live
It's being
stream.
on YouTube right now.
Okay.
I'm live
Okay,
streaming.
No, I
I
know.
just squeezed
it's live
myself.
streaming, but like, you guys
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
censor it.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna stay on. I'm friends
Mhm.
with you already, Vegas.
Everyone
Not
knows
on
He
Vegas.
this name.
switched. He switched.
Yeah, I know. It said I was already friends with him.
God.
Not on this.
Yeah, we still
Oh,
have
you don't
another
follow
live stream
me,
from the
though.
first one that we got to post up there.
Oh.
No,
how
I think
could
you do still.
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
by the way, so
Thanks.
quick
Yeah.
topic. What do you guys think about this new outfits that we just got now? Like, do you guys like these new outfits?
We need more.
I
It's cool,
bought
but, like,
Balenciaga
We
and I
want
can't wear my
more.
Balenciaga.
Yeah, I was just telling everyone my watch
Yeah.
is 75% invisible right now, so
Right.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, it
I know.
is.
I bought
I'm-
another
I-
dress
I'm
I
not-
can't use.
mean, hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I had this outfit on for like forever, and I jumped into like some like social club, and they were like, "Oh, how you get that flannel?" And it was like, "Bro, you gotta look through like the free shit. Like, this
Oh,
is free
you
shit,
had
bro.
that.
Like, I ain't paid
Right,
nothing
right.
for this shit, bro. You feel me?
Neo,
Like
did you
everybody
pay
was
for
just
that
like,
outfit?
"Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
did.
did. I did.
Damn.
That
how much
shit
is it?
look fresh as fuck.
$8.99.
Big
$2.99?
This
Big bucks.
it's like $3, $4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Probably
Yeah,
$2.99.
that shit
Damn.
fresh. That shit's fresh.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
it goes from $3 to $9 the highest.
You look like a
Prime.
So I
modern.
got an
Modern
80s
Martin
prom to
McFly.
go to in
I'm about to
Horizon.
pimp
I
my
need
shit
my
out.
80s
No, I didn't
prom
even know
You look like a
outfit.
more modern Martin
You have to go on
Nah, nah,
Instagram
nah,
and
I
do
know,
your
right?
avatar.
Primitive
Like
shape.
Marty
Yeah.
McFly,
Right, Rose?
like Blade
When is
Runner,
it
Back
today?
to the
When is it?
Future.
On Friday?
Nah,
The
nah,
30th.
G shit. That's what they
The
look like.
30th.
That G shit. That's
Just
what
the
it looks
80s
like.
prom.
Martin McFly.
Whatever.
80s prom in
Yeah, it
Horizon.
Yeah.
does.
You just mixing. You
In
just mixing
Horizon.
the
Mhm.
Air Maxes, bro.
Primitive
And then
shape.
That's all you missing.
Color Club.
Literally, bro.
Color Club.
Some
Yeah. Club,
cyberpunk
yeah.
Oh,
vibes.
Club Color. Okay.
Yes,
Club
sir.
Colors,
Club.
isn't
Yes,
it? Yeah.
sir.
Color, yeah. There you go.
Wow. Club Colors.
But yeah, I've
Okay.
noticed that some of these
Surprised
outfits,
it's
like
not
whenever you put
Colors
it
Club.
on, it
Is
makes
that
your
Dundas
avatar
Club?
invisible. So
Dundas?
not all the
Mhm.
new outfits
Where'd
are
you buy
able
that
to be
outfit?
attachable yet.
Mm.
Instagram
need-
avatar.
On the
On
asset store?
Instagram.
Oh,
On Instagram. Yeah,
Oh.
your avatar thing. Like whenever you go to add a avatar and check out the
Uh-huh.
outfits, you'll see premium. And you just want to click on the premium, and it'll show you like
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
all
do
the
that shit.
Okay.
premium
I
wardrobes.
haven't looked in a long time.
I
I'm
posted
about
a
to
video.
get
You should check it out.
slick.
I want my camera. That's what I want.
I know. You
Yeah.
just look at the
Just
sad
just
camera.
just
Oh, do I
remember
have
though, like not all outfits works though. They're still
Aw,
glitchy
like-
since
How
it's
do
still
you
being
use
updated.
camera?
You guys want
See
to
my
talk
sad
camera?
Just look at your menu, bro. It's the one in the middle.
I got,
Oh
the,
no.
I got the new
Well,
camera.
it's literally
That's
the
what
one at
I
the bottom.
want.
No,
I
we're
want
talking
that.
about our iPhones we got.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
excuse
iPhones. We
me.
got iPhone 14
iPhone Max
here.
over here.
You got
Ah,
iPhone
I still got
14
mine.
here.
I know.
My
What the
bad.
heck?
I must
You
be
know
a broke
what?
bitch.
Don't
This
rub
is
it in our
Hansi's
faces
better than
now.
Obama.
Oh, y se fue.
Look.
Y se fue.
He left. He was like, "Damn, where's my iPhone 14? I don't
You got the
I gotta
camera,
leave.
Vegas.
Bye."
What the heck?
Yep. I got the big one.
Oh, I was
They
in
say
the-
the
I
quality
was
is
in the
better in
world.
portrait
Yeah, more
mode.
than
The
welcome
quality
to
is
I
see
really
was in
bad.
the
Right,
world
like
the
that.
other day,
You can't even
Neo,
see the name of
and
the
Yeah.
someone had the new camera, and their friend was like, "You're barely even on Horizon to even earn that camera."
I know. That's unfair.
And I was
What?
like, "Oh my god, who says that type of
I would
thing?"
say that.
Holy
I would.
crap!
That was the most ruthless
Wow.
comment I have ever heard someone say in Horizon.
Hey,
Oh
listen,
my
there's
God.
always-
Some people don't have
there's always gonna
guys.
be haters. There's
I'm
always
like-
gonna be haters,
Yeah,
right?
they don't.
Literally.
What is the most
Mm.
bizarre thing you ever heard in Horizon? Like just random conversation that you popped in on. Does anybody
that's
have
gonna get Neoverse removed from YouTube if I
Oh.
state any conversation that I've
Shayla,
heard.
Come on,
Shayla, the worst
party up and tell
conversation
us.
I ever had was with Sexy Mommy. You already know. You remember that shit.
You know what?
That
I don't
shit was
remember.
the wildest.
I don't remember.
Nah,
I
Where'd you get the
don't.
glasses
you
from, by
remember
the
she
way?
was
It was
talking about
actually
she be
in
bringing
the
niggas
world.
home. She be
I
bringing
think
dudes
it
home
was
with her man, bro. That shit was
what's her-
wild.
I
I
forgot.
ain't gonna lie.
I think those
Slang
are
on the
Shay the
table.
artist.
So cool.
Are those her designs?
Is it from Shay?
I think those are from Shay the artist. I think those are her designs.
Oh, cool.
I'm like trying to think. I'm like, I know it's in the world.
So cute.
It's super cute.
Is it Shay? I thought
It is
Yeah,
so cute.
I'm pretty sure it is Shay.
Why am I still in
Wait,
black
Neil,
lipstick?
who's Shades?
No,
Oh,
I
he's
think
frozen.
It's,
Ah,
Rhonda. I feel like I've seen this. In
Rhonda,
Or
right? Is it
Rhonda
Rhonda?
X. I don't know who.
Mhm.
One of the two girls.
I
It's
think
either
it
Rhonda
is
X or Shay
Rhonda
the
because-
artist.
Yeah,
Is the name
Because
Rhonda?
she came to the
Sometimes I put the name.
podcast, and I think she
Mhm.
left it here or
so
something
cute.
like that.
Wait, what's the name on the side of the glasses?
I don't see
Does
Does it
anything
say
on
a
it.
name?
Is there a logo?
Can you-
On the
It's
other
like
side,
a
love.
little- let me see, where's she?
I can't see my eyesight so bad. Serious.
There's not a name. It's just like a little diamond.
All right. So on a serious note, like, what do you guys think about the whole drought that's going on around the whole world right now?
Is it drought?
Like in
A
Italy,
drought?
There's a drought.
And
What?
Yeah, there's a drought. There's a
The
drought.
big drought in Vegas.
Right now,
we know
recently,
that.
Italy, China, the UK, they recently got
Oh.
hit with like some massive storms right now, and they're suffering through like floodings and shit like that.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
They had their whole water just fucking like dissipate. And then after a couple months later, like they just got a whole
Oh, my
bunch of
battery.
heavy
I'll be
rains,
back.
and they got the water replenished.
Those are the
I just
woman
think that's just a little bit
glasses.
crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
I haven't actually looked into it. I gotta look into that actually even more. I've
Yeah.
seen it
Yeah.
on
I'm gonna
TikTok,
go-
but
I'm
I
gonna go
honestly
back
have
to
not.
building. I love you guys.
Bye,
Bye,
Jay.
And you
We
guys
love
do
Bye,
your
you.
Jay.
thing.
Oh,
And Neo, when
shit.
you're
Night.
ew.
Uh,
And Neo,
I'm
when you're
back.
not
Can you
busy, I
hear
would
me?
love to be a guest. I can hear you, Neo.
Okay.
I would like to
Oh,
be a
fuck,
guest
I
on
got
your
kicked
show.
out.
For sure. We'll talk
I
about that.
don't know. We're gonna have to discuss that.
Schlick, don't make me jump over this table.
I want you
You'll
to.
do it. You'll do it.
I'll jump over right now.
Yeah.
Do it right now. Do it right now.
Oh yeah,
Before
by
you
the way,
leave. Do
I
it
saw
right
the
now.
live stream. Those glasses are from Women of Horizon.
Woman of
Rhonda brought it,
Women of-
gave it to us as a gift. And we had it
Okay.
on the
Oh,
episode.
there you go.
But yeah, but it's Women of Horizon. That's what it looks like a
Shout out to
W.
Woman in Horizons.
Yeah.
Hey.
They have a tint to it
look
too.
like
Like
I'm
if you
really
grab
tall.
it, and you click trigger at the same time, it brings up a tint.
You got a chair nearby
Oh,
or like
wow.
a bed nearby that you can sit down?
I think is it
I am sitting.
trigger or is it B or A?
Oh,
Try B or
All
A.
right, well,
Grab it and then
stand
click
up.
B or A.
Stand up.
Oh, she's right here.
Oh, no.
And then
No,
redo
just look
it.
down. Just look down.
okay.
Just
How
look
come you
down,
didn't come
Slick.
in?
There you
Just look
go.
down.
Tint.
Because I didn't
Wait,
know
who's
if it's
here?
recording.
Oh,
No,
it
no,
is
look.
for you
It
on
is
YouTube.
recording,
Sorry.
but
probably
you're
D.
Oh,
really
yeah, I
low.
don't want it to be recorded.
Well,
Look at
okay.
these
So
glasses,
try to take your
guys.
headset off and put it back on.
Oh, okay, that fixed it.
What was that?
There you go. There you go. There you go. There
That's
you
so
go.
cute.
There you go. You
Right,
good
they're
now.
cute, huh? It matches
Where
my
the f-
outfit.
is this man
We
let's
at?
put a
need this in
camera
the
right here.
store. I want these in the store so I can wear them all the time.
They're
Those are
so
dope.
cute.
Hey, I'm gonna make a quick little
I'll be
clip
right
of
back, y'all.
everybody
Okay.
showing this
Let's
live
behave.
stream.
He is
Everybody
not
say
on
one
Discord.
Say what's
verse.
up. Everybody, yeah, say one verse. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
One
One
verse.
verse.
Verse. Hey.
Hey.
Oh shit, that scared me. Bitch, where are you?
Yeah.
Well, duh, I know you're
Remember,
right there. You're in
one
bed.
verse, where we're all
You
one
said
in the metaverse.
Is that Jay's?
You don't want to. Okay.
All right, are we gonna end it? It's been over 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
Damn.
All right, y'all.
It's a wrap.
Pura vida. We out. Y
Well,
somos
everybody,
meta
thank you for
latinas.
coming.
Y'all on.
Y somos
keep
meta
doing these
latinas
one-verse
y
live
también
streams.
Meta
meta
Sharing
chingonas.
everything, Christy.
Me too.
It's funny. As soon as you come in the room, just like the vibe ends and we want to get out of here. So
Oh.
I'm just messing with you. Just joking.
No,
just
that's
joking.
mean.
Take him to
We
regional
love you.
boxing.
Yeah,
I love
kick
you
his
so
Get
much.
ass.
that recording. Look how
Take
mean.
him to
I've
the
been-
regional
being bullied in the
boxing. That's
metaverse.
what I had to do the last time.
That's funny
I'm
as hell.
just joking,
You-
Trixie. We
Well,
love
thank
you.
you.
It was messed up
Thank-
that I said
thank
that.
you guys.
Still gotta fight.
Come earlier in the beginning though. Next time we're
No,
doing it every
yeah, but, like,
Sunday.
We try. My daughter depends on my daughter when she sleeps.
Yeah.
Aw.
I feel that.
Well, I wouldn't say
That's so
every
cute.
Sunday because we're still doing those special guests on some Sundays.
Oh, okay.
Special
And then-
guests.
Yeah.
So we're
So
not
this is
special.
kinda like an
Some
open
really
source.
We're not
special
special.
people coming.
We're not special enough.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo, we got
sorry.
some
Yeah.
special
So,
motherfuckers
I
coming
ain't
on
lying.
this thing too.
You
So
guys
remember
are.
that.
One day we'll be special too. Don't worry.
We're in the extreme now.
Don't worry.
Well, you guys
We're
know
average.
it's a lot of work
You ain't
for
average.
edit.
This is special.
We're not
Live
even
streams
above
is good now.
average. We're just average.
No, you're above. You're
I'm
the
kidding,
most
I'm
special
kidding.
people ever.
Just to wrap it up, thank you guys for coming.
Okay, bye.
Thank you guys for watching. Everybody
Bye,
watching, thank you
guys.
guys.
Mwah.
Thank you
One
for speaking.
verse.
Thank you for watching.
Yay.
Shout out to everybody.
Appreciate
Much
you guys for
love.
coming
Thank
out.
you.
Ooh.
Sir.
Sure.
Wait, my headset's
All right, it's
charging.
time
If I
to